Hey there, stupendously serendipitous superstars. My name is Zeke Freak, and I scratch first, dip second. Joining me today are my usual cohorts Kevin, proprietor of various snake venoms, and Saradin, Mick-owner of a Mick Ferrari. And together we're going to set to and pass. Welcome to the Baka Gaijin Show.
Set two and pass.
Mhm. It's my turn. Draw. Set to, pass.
We should just say that when we have nothing to add. Just set two and pass.
Yep.
Yep.
Wondrous.
Set to and pass. They're both very specific traps that I know will not have activation conditions next turn. Anyway, welcome to the Bakagaijin Show. This is episode 120, I think.
Yeah, this is 120.
We're finally divisible by 5.
Again, hooray!
Yeah. This is the 60th time we've been divisible by 5.
It is. Yes.
I think.
Wait, no,
Yes.
no, that wouldn't be. It would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. No, this would be the 24th.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Sorry, I think, right, episode, what would be 60? Episode,
That would be 240. Episode 360.
okay. Well, we'll see you there very soon.
Let's go. We'll get there at some point.
Yep. Every time I'm divisible by 5, I get very excited.
Yeah. We're divisible by 5 again. Let's go.
Hell yeah! Hope you guys are having a fine divisible by 5 day.
Yeah, having a pretty good morning so far. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Although admittedly, a day is kind of hard to divide into 5 because it's 24 hours.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Sloppy.
Yeah, you either have an hour of overflow, or you have to like, or you have just like four hours left over. You can't win.
Yep.
So what we've been doing?
Not dividing by 5. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah, not
Okay.
not dividing by 5. That's for damn sure. I suppose we start with me normally, so you know.
That's true.
Yeah. Because Kevin normal.
Yeah. I want to do something different this episode. So I want to run through what we've been doing in a fairly blitzball fashion because I have a new segment idea.
Okay. Fantastic. Excellent.
Right.
So,
Right. Stop fucking praising me and get to the point.
okay, yeah. Anyway, I have most recently actually I've been playing the Sonic Frontiers final Horizons update.
Is it final? There's no more.
Yeah, this is the last update for the game. They're not going to update it anymore unless they're going to do like more like stability patches or whatever the fuck. But like this is the last thing they're going to do with Frontiers, and then they're going to move on to the next game. I'm
Two
like
front, 2 tiers.
yeah. Now I like it. I like the update so far.
Sure.
As per usual with the Sonic fan base, everybody is split down the middle. People either love it or fucking hate it.
Sure.
And
sure.
a lot of this comes down to the fact that the main game for Sonic Frontiers is not that difficult of a game. Even on hard mode, the game is fairly breezy to get through. The Final Horizons update is fucking hard as hell. There are people fighting for their lives out here playing this update.
Sure.
Yeah. No, Sonic Team included a bunch of like really tough as nails platforming challenges and shit. They actually added the spin dash to the game as part of this update. Which, yeah, the game didn't have a spin dash before.
You were spin dashless?
You were spin dashless, yes.
What is that? What is that for those of us who don't play Sonic? What is a spin dash?
The spin dash is the one where Sonic ducks, turns into a ball, revs up, and then goes.
This game didn't have that.
Okay, to be fair, a lot of the
I'm tired of being fair to Sonic.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, a lot of the games instead had the boost mechanic.
To be fair,
A lot of the 3D games since Unleashed have had the boost mechanic, which allows Sonic to just go really fast and just bowl through enemies. The difference is that Sonic Frontiers doesn't allow you to bowl through enemies. They actually damage you when you boost into them, so the spin dash is even faster than the boost, but it only gives you short distances while also being able to damage enemies. So it has its own use cases. I like it. I think it's good, but no, yeah, people are struggling a lot with the new platforming challenges, the way that Sonic, well, the way that Sonic controls with the spin dash down, and also the way that Knuckles, Tails, and Amy control, which I like how they control. It did take me a minute to get used to it, but I do like how they control generally. It's a little squirrely, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. Apparently people are just very bad at adapting to new gameplay functions.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm having a good time.
That surprises no one.
Yeah,
Gamers
no.
can't adapt.
Yeah. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done, Sonic Team. You've kept the Sonic games so that you can play as only fucking Sonic for over a decade, and the second you give us new characters to play as, we don't know what the fuck to do anymore.
Yeah, I've been seeing people do that with the Cyberpunk 2.0 update, where previously net running was just fucking broken.
Yeah.
You walk into a room and you press the everyone dies button and then you just start looting. Now it's like an actual like balanced method of play, and netrunners are losing their fucking minds.
Oh my god, wow. When was the last time that we recorded? I'm trying to figure out the exact day here.
It was probably a Saturday.
I would assume so!
Yeah. I think 2 Saturdays ago. If I had to
It was
guess.
2 Saturdays ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So, that was...
16th.
Okay, 16th. So, that gives me a perfect opportunity. Okay, so, I've mentioned before that over in another server we're doing, movie strike, strike movie watch-alongs. Movies that were created during the 2008 writer strike, and that were affected by it.
Sure.
We have watched the last strike movie that we're going to do because the WGA strike is pretty much over now. And the last movie that we watched was Terminator Salvation. And that is a movie that exists. It's very sad that the closest to a good movie Terminator ever gets after Terminator 2 is still a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It has good action scenes, it has solid direction, but the story and the character writing and it's just such a nothing film.
Yeah. Here's what you do instead. Instead of watching Terminator Salvation, you play Terminator Salvation on PlayStation 3 because it's a pretty easy platinum because it only has 12 golds and a platinum.
Yeah.
For some reason, that one game, they decided we're not gonna do any pussy shit. We're not gonna have bronze trophies or silver trophies. We're gonna give you all golds.
It's very telling how nothing Terminator Salvation was. That normally when I watch a movie, I try to find a shot from the movie to put into my media thread, something that's, you know, striking or memorable or funny or whatever. I couldn't find anything like that in Terminator Salvation, so the best thing I had was somebody in voice text saying, and I quote, "This shit is annoying, I'm trying to look at gay porn." We, as in me, Zeke, and Drawing Girl 94, watched Shorts, The Adventures of the Wishing Rock, as part of our weekly movie nights.
It's actually Shorts and Not So Tall Tale, The Adventures of the Wishing Rock.
Right, no. God, what the hell is that movie?
I like to refer to it as a masterpiece, but, you know, some people's tongues just aren't ready for that.
Shorts is not the kind... Look, whatever movie you think Shorts is going to be, it's not. You are not ready for Shorts. You are not ready for what this movie is going to throw at you.
Yeah.
Helvetica Go ahead.
This is the most esoteric film Robert Rodriguez ever made exclusively for his own children.
Which is saying quite a bit considering we have, 5 Spy Kids movies, 2 Shark Boy and Lava Girl movies. So,
Well, actually, Shark Boy and Lava Girl has one movie, and then that lame fucking Netflix revival where they didn't even get Taylor Lautner back, and they're barely in it anyway.
Yeah. It is a movie that happens to have Shark Boy and Lava Girl in it. But they couldn't afford Taylor Lautner anymore.
I mean, it has Lava Girl in it. It has some guy cosplaying as Shark Boy.
That's a good point.
LMAO.
That's a good point.
Are you talking about just the actors or the characters?
The characters are in it. I think Lava Girl's actor is in the Netflix thing, but they could not get Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, because he's a bit too... Mind you, Shark Boy and Lava Girl happened before Taylor Lautner was cast in Twilight. So... Post-Twilight, I think he's a bit too big for Robert Rodriguez.
Is he the gay vampire or the gay werewolf?
He's the gay werewolf.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the Taylor that dated Taylor for a while, and also Taylor. Yeah, they couldn't get him back. He's too busy smooching on some other Taylor, I'm assuming.
Taylor meet Taylor. Taylor meet Taylor.
Yeah, he's pretty infamous for that.
Yeah, that's very funny, honestly. It's very funny.
Hello, Doctor. Hello, Doctor.
Wasn't he? I forget who it was, but he was dating someone where her last name was Taylor, so everyone was joking that if they bred, their child would be Taylor.
Let me take a look at that. Hold on. Taylor Lautner.
Check that out.
Current spouse is Taylor Dome.
Nice.
He previously dated Taylor Swift.
Yeah. That was a big power couple thing
He
for a
has
while.
a type, and it's based on a name. That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
Your name Taylor? My name Taylor. We should date.
Yep. I remember fucking yeah, Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner were such a power couple for a while that they had like a walk-by cameo in the fucking romantic comedy movie Valentine's Day.
Oh God, they did. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't age well.
That's aged great. Actually, the perfect time capsule of 2010, I think.
Yeah. It's just one of those fucking moments in cinema, I guess. Very funny, very funny.
TLC is very fun.
That's not what that fucking is! That's TBS, goddamn you!
TLC is very funny, though.
Yeah, dude,
It is!
Did you not see the show about the midgets? And they're like, oh, well, we can't put a stairwell in our house because the fucking code says no.
Yeah.
I'm like, midgets can't do things because discrimination.
Oh my fuck. Anyway, I have also finished, because it finished airing, the first core of the second season of Mushoku Tensei.
Yes.
I continue to reiterate, Mushoku Tensei is peak fiction. People are just scared to admit it.
Yeah.
Look, you
That's true.
need to understand, unironically, the erectile dysfunction arc is cinema.
Yeah. It's pretty glorious, actually.
It's actually really good. Fuck, this first core was really, really good. Sylphia's best girl. Fuck you, fight me.
I don't feel like it.
Good.
Are we talking about these Issei Kai anime right now?
Okay.
First of all, we're talking about the one.
Yeah, this is the original, the classic.
Well, okay. Well,
the original of the modern crop. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
One of the best things to come out of the fallout of Familiar of Zero.
Yeah. That's very true. It's very true.
Yep. Every night I lie awake going, God, I fucking hate Zero no Tsukaima, but it gave us so many great things.
Yep. Zero no Tsukaima may have by proxy partially ruined the reputation of Shakugan no Shana, but in the aftermath of Zero no Tsukaima, it has created so much good in the world, but much shit.
Well, the thing about Zero no Tsukaima is that it giveth and it taketh away, because it has ruined the entire industry, but also it gave us some bangers like Mushoku Tensei and Re:Zero that wouldn't exist without it.
That's very true. That's very true. Ultimately, I feel like I would rather have Familiar of Zero exist for what it has given us in terms of, quality content.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like how Stephen Moffat accidentally invented SCP Foundation.
yeah, yeah, that's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Christ.
Or
Me
how
and-
without Hitler we wouldn't have Fanta Orange.
Oh my god, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Oh my lord.
Yo, thanks, Big H. Delicious drink.
Well, the European version is. I can't speak much for the American version.
Well, I've only ever had the American version, so
I can't believe he's
Then you've tasted literal shit.
He's fucking gatekeeping Fanta again.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, it's still one of the better.
I'm just gonna tell you that a European Fanta was so good that when I was in Dusseldorf last year, I picked up a bottle on my way home, and I took 2 sips of it, but then left it on the platform after I boarded the plane, and I cried the entire flight home. Anyway, that's how good it was. That's how fucking good it was.
No.
I think he's projecting his own trauma onto us.
There were no witnesses, but it's a true story. Anyway.
I think he's projecting his trauma. He's trauma dumping right now.
Bro, you are so trauma dumping right now. I'm feeling so attacked right now. Anyway.
No trauma dumping on Maine. Please express in the vent channel.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to trauma dump. You know, just bottle your trauma up, let it destroy you. Don't be
like
a pussy.
Fanta, it's delicious. Delicious trauma. Trauma,
Don't be a fucking
trauma.
pussy,
Don't you want to?
bitch.
Trauma, trauma. Don't you want to? That was actually our during summer camp one year. That was actually our cabin's official dance. Was the Fanta, don't you want to?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, for like our camp did this thing where like there'd be like a week of like a mock Olympics sort of deal, and every cabin had to have their own chant, and we decided on doing the Fanta, don't you want to dance, like all in a big line,
Like a
pretty
fucking
sweet,
conga.
yeah. Well, no, because the conga line is vertical, but this was like horizontal. We're all like spread out.
Okay.
It was more like Gangnam Style, honestly.
Okay.
Which was about to hit it big.
Oh man.
Sir, it's Gangnam style.
What did I say?
Gangnam? Mobile suit Gangnam style? I said fucking mobile suit Gangnam style. Now I'm just imagining Psy in a Char helmet.
Yeah.
That's
great.
New mobile.
You can always hear it coming because, like, in the distance of the space battle, you'll just hear like slowly increasing in pitch, and then he shows up and he's Opa Gundam style, and then fucking trashes the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I really like what he said. It's Gundam time and Gundam all over the place.
Gundam all over everybody. Oh shit.
I forget what we were talking about.
Right, no, yeah.
Well, it's better than Opie Gundam style. That's something that needs to die in a hole. I'm just saying.
No, that exists. It's called the Noble Gundam from G Gundam. The one that's literally just shaped like Sailor Moon.
See,
yeah, that did exist.
Yeah, that's a real thing, people. Look it up. G Gundam is wild.
Yeah.
Windmill Gundam.
There was also a Gundam on a surfboard, which, you know, I like mecha on surfboards. Etika 7, represent. But that shit wasn't it.
Yeah.
They did it in an eloquent way.
Is that also the one with the sombrero planet, or is that a different one?
Yes, the space colony of Neo Mexico that is a gigantic sombrero in space.
Right.
I don't know, Kevin. This is sounding like the greatest show ever.
Right.
Japan's like, I need you to be as xenophobic as possible in this Gundam series.
No, I need you to understand. Everyone whom I have met who is of these ethnicities fucking loves it.
Oh yeah. No,
it's like
right.
Speedy Gonzales, but Japanese.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All's fair. All's fair. Make your own show and portray Space Japan as a giant sushi roll.
Japan would probably think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Just don't
It's like
remind.
other countries know how to take a joke.
Yeah, just don't remind them of their war crimes. They don't like it when you do that.
Sure.
Looking at you, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyway.
This is vaguely reminiscent of our war crimes. Ew.
Ew. Ew, I can't masturbate to this.
I'm not that patriotic.
Patriotism runs deep in my family, but not that deep. Anyway, yeah, we watched Grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grind was fun.
More songs in a movie than any movie before or after.
It is a that is basically just like turning on MTV in 2003.
I know, it's great.
Yeah. I looked it up halfway through. I believe the official soundtrack, which does not include everything, by the way, is like 68 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 16 tracks.
No, it's like 19 tracks.
Yeah.
And it's not everything. There were songs that I didn't recognize on the track list that were playing in the movie.
Yeah. It had Beastie Boys.
I'm pretty sure the lead singer of Green Day cameos at the end.
He might have.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
I would have
That
to.
would make all too much sense.
It would make a lot of sense. Yeah. No, that's about right.
Anyway, it is a skateboarding cultural experience. It is a time capsule from early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
And
No. Yeah.
It has a soft spot with me.
Admittedly,
Also, what are you looking at, Pinhead?
what do you?
No,
No.
no,
No.
Who fucking replies like that?
No. No, Grind is pretty fun. It's in the same vein as a lot of those other like 2000s stoner comedy-esque movies that have like just a bunch of like rock music and shit that like from the era. It's not as I would say it's not as structurally coherent as a lot of those other movies, but Grind does have the vibes though. So
yeah, it's got vibes. It's got vibes. It's got mad vibes.
oh yeah.
It is just, I don't think it's quite as quick-paced or funny as a lot of the similar movies we've seen.
Yeah.
This one really does feel like we put a camera in front of 4 dudes. Go.
Yeah. That said, it is a very good group watching experience. I will absolutely admit that. This is like peak group watch movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
This is
Also,
absolutely.
if you want to relive the hits of what I like to dub Tony Hawk music, this is a great way to do that.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not sure if it has Goldfinger, but it's got everything else.
Yeah. We literally were just like, this is just Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, the movie.
Yep. Well, given the length of the soundtrack, it's also Pro Skater 1 and 3 and 4. So
It's a good point. And I also watched the rest of the Futurama Hulu revival first batch. It's like what, the first half of season 8.
yes, season 8 Hulu, not 11 or whatever you're calling it.
Yeah, they're calling it season 11 for some fucking. No.
That's a video I gotta make at some point. Is the way Hulu is divvied up Futurama is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
The way that website splits up a lot of shows is really fucking stupid, but that's a rant for another day.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I watched the first half of season 8 of Futurama. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I liked them.
There are a couple episodes in there I was not a big fan of. I know you liked it, Zeke. I was personally kind of iffy on Zap Gets Canceled.
I mean, I don't think it's the strongest of the. I think it's in the better half of the season.
I suppose so. It's better than episode 9.
My only issue with Zap Gets Canceled is they don't focus enough on Zap getting canceled. It's weirdly the B- plot of the episode named after it.
Yeah, it's a very weird part of the because like the rest of the movie is based around Leela being a ship captain and shit like that, but like, and that's kind of the main plot of the episode, and I don't know. I feel like there's so much more you could have done with Zap being berated by some, like, drill sergeant nasty kind of character.
Yeah, I feel like I do like the episode. I feel like the one concession I'll make is that Zap getting canceled should have been the A plot and not the B plot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like the focus should have been swapped around on that one.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, I love Leela. She's a great character, but the concept of Zap being in a rehabilitation program for people who got canceled is way funnier.
And those scenes are good, it's just not enough of the episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It just ends up feeling very undercooked by the end of the episode. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. That said, it's better than whatever the hell episode 9 of this batch was. Fuck.
Yeah. The only episodes I didn't really like were 2, 4, and 9.
Yeah. 9's...
But 9 is weird.
9...
Even by anthology episode standards, this one is just weird.
Yeah, because, like, the way that they do it this time around is, like, they have one plot that runs throughout the episode, and then it just randomly stops for an extended cutaway to a different gag.
I know what they're doing. They're parodying, like, old soap operas where they would do that.
Yeah.
Like, exactly that.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a weird fit.
It's very weird, and it just results in a lot of... The pacing is... This is the absolute epitome of stop-and-go pacing in terms of an episode, because it just feels like everything comes to a screeching halt whenever the quote-unquote commercials start playing.
It's also not helped by how intrusive Hulu's own ads are.
Yeah, so it feels even worse unless you have like the ad-free tier, which barely anybody does. So
I don't think there is an ad-free tier. I think they added ads to the ad-free tier.
Oh,
They're just more limited.
Fucking Hulu, I swear.
Well, Disney.
True.
They're trying to use their more popular service to save their less popular service.
So it's like fucking you're watching this episode and there's like this very weird main plot that gets interrupted by the anthology commercial plots that gets interrupted by actual commercials.
Yeah, it sounds as jarring as it is.
The actual like skits themselves are weird but fine.
Yeah,
but as a whole, it is very strange.
There are good jokes in there. I think my favorite is Carr Zoidberg wanting to be part of everyone's lives, so he makes everyone part of him.
Yeah,
I think that's actually pretty clever, but I don't know. It just the pacing and the way that everything kind of flows together just doesn't work for me for that episode. That said, the finale of this particular batch was really fucking good. I love All the Way Down. That's a great episode.
Yeah, that is a very classic episode.
Oh, yeah. Futurama is at its best when it utilizes... Futurama is honestly at its best when it has this really high concept that it uses as a platform for both philosophy and humor.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the best. I feel like those are the best episodes, the ones that just have that very strong, either intellectual or emotional core.
Yeah.
Well, and all good comedy has a message.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah. So like I think with this first batch, I think I liked the first episode, and then it got weak for a while, and then I really liked the back half, except for episode 9, which is weird, but like then the last episode is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the other highlights, though. I actually do like the Mamazon episode.
I really like the Mamazon episode. Has some of the best jokes in the season.
And I know a lot of people hate it because topical bad, but I thought the vaccine episode was actually really funny.
I did too, actually. Dude, one of my favorite jokes in that episode was how literally everybody wore their mask differently.
Yeah, it's like just a running background gag that nobody can wear the masks, right?
It's really fucking funny. So one person just hangs it off their ear.
I also love the clever return of Dr. Banjo.
Am I the only scientist here who bothered to bring his own facts?
Journalist, but
yeah.
Can you assure me that there's absolutely no science in this vaccine? 100% black voodoo magic, sir. What manner of well-lit dark sorcery is this? It's nice.
No, yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing. So,
switch it on up, move it on over.
yeah, what you been doing, Jero?
Existential crises.
No!
Fun.
Those aren't fun.
It's the opposite, actually, but, you know, thanks.
Okay. It's, you know,
No,
fun for your FBI agent.
I can't really contest that statement, but I want to disagree with it. So I've kind of been taking a step back and working on some stuff that's not related to my usual hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used to be usual hobbies, but I've been getting back more into Magic again.
Nice.
I'm actually going to be playing as soon as this podcast is over. Honestly, I've just been kind of taking a break. I reached like a really bad burnout point like earlier this week, and I just got fed up with the usual routine. Like, and I think that's really what it is. It's just like the usual routine for me just got to the point where it was utterly exhausting. And I know it's like, oh, you travel so much, though. It's like, yeah, but then I come home and literally have the ability to do fucking nothing for the rest of the time I exist. So I just reached a point where the burnout hit me. That being said, in a week and a half, I am going to Chicago for 2 days for a concert with a friend of mine who, you know, he and I used to hang out when we were kids. We haven't really talked much since then, but I found out last Thanksgiving that he was, because we invited him over, that he was a fan of this band, and so I had a travel buddy, so I was like, well, you want to get concerts for the Chicago show? So we're going to be going to do that.
This sounds like the setup for a movie.
Road trip comedy, let's go!
Oh my God. Fuck off! Anyway. Cock it! Anyway.
Well, you're like scenic aerial shots of a bridge.
No. Kill yourself. Now. Ah! No, but anyway, so we're going to go to this concert series, and then after that, I will be hardcore nose to the grindstone until the big first weekend of December, which I'll be going to Dallas, which I've mentioned every time on this podcast at this point. I'll let you know how that went, or I'll let you know how that goes, I should say. I might have to skip my buddy's wedding because that would be another trip to Dallas in November, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've also got, between now and then, I've got, I would like to visit an amusement park one more time. So I'm thinking about doing a weekend where I go to the Halloween haunt at Kings Island locally, and then there's also the Renaissance Festival. So October, November, and December are painful months financially.
Yeah. No.
So
yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really doing a whole lot. I've been slowly getting through Armored Core 6 as much as I can stand it during a night. You know, I don't have infinite time or infinite patience, so it's really hard to slam my head against the wall repeatedly. But I did finally make a breakthrough and beat the first playthrough. So now I'm just coasting your missions now.
Yeah, that was actually my next. That was actually my next question. Did you beat that fucking bitch?
In the most comically hilarious way possible, yes.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, no. The boss fight. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Skip to this.
The boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spoiler alert. The boss fight. You have to, like, she's very, very agile.
Yeah.
And she dashes around the ring, and she seems to have a penchant for being up your ass most of the time. She will constantly teleport behind you or zip behind you as often as possible.
Yeah.
Which makes tracking her with any kind of like reasonable chip damage weapon, like your old reliables, like your rifles and your missiles, extremely difficult. So I tried about 40 times and I couldn't. I tried different builds. I tried different strategies. I tried redoing my OS tuning, my boosters, my generator, everything. Couldn't deal with her. She kept slaughtering me about 2/3 of the way through her health bar.
Yeah.
So then I tried something very silly. I made a large heavy tank build, which has a ton of health and a ton of stagger resistance. I put 2 of the what are called shock needles, which are these weapons you get for defeating a giant ice worm. They build up stagger and they destroy energy shields, but she has one that constantly regenerates. And then 2 high-power grenade launchers to pound her with damage, and I did not move the entire fight. I started I ended on my spawn point, and Air, the most powerful machine in the entire game, got killed by a fucking turret.
That is real. That is insanely fucking funny because every other time that I saw you playing that boss fight, you were just screaming your head off, like, "How the fuck do I dodge this?" And now you're just like, "Turret, go burn."
Just like, not gonna sink this battleship.
Just like the absolute fucking opposite of everything that I saw you doing beforehand.
Oh yeah, no. I green eggs and hammed it, man. I fucking just cheesed it the whole way.
Man.
And it was glorious, and it worked out, and I'm very happy with my life decisions. But yeah, I did beat Air, and now I'm in my second playthrough. Some of the missions change on your second playthrough too, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
So,
Gesundheit.
but yeah, no, but yeah, so I'm working through my second playthrough now, and I'm enjoying my time with it. I'll be playing a little bit more this evening, to try to get through more. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I did pick up also Tales of Arise. I'm going to give a JRPG a chance again. Right? I know, right? Something I'm not allowed to do. You're not allowed to like JRPGs, Mike. Like, you know what? I'm gonna give this one a chance. It does have a actual active combat system as opposed to, you know, a fucking spreadsheet menu simulator, which is one of the reasons I can't stand JRPGs.
Sure.
I want my buttons to mean something, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Put that on a t-shirt.
yeah. No, do it. I'll buy it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it, bitch.
I'm just saying it sounds like a fucking classic Penny Arcade era t-shirt.
Yeah, I want my buttons to mean something.
Yeah, you get like Gabe's face just like in a faux prayers going, I want my buttons to mean something.
But yeah, I'm gonna try Tales of Arise soon. We'll see how that goes. See if I can stand it. But I gotta get through Armored Core, and then I would say stuff about Starfield, but I haven't played much of it because that's a game where I want to get a little bit more space from other games.
Sure.
And I can really sink my teeth into it and just play it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day without having to divert my attention.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I know, boring as shit. Keeping up with Rurouni Kenshin. That's it.
Speaking of, well, actually, no, not speaking of that. Speaking of the other thing, I played a lot of Starfield since last time. But at about the 50-hour mark, I decided to take a break. And I'm doing another playthrough of Cyberpunk with the 2.0 update to lead into Phantom Liberty. So that's what I'm doing, as well as my usual multiplayer things. Was I playing something else? I was also playing something else, I think. Nope, I think just Quake 2, actually. Which I'm also on break from because it started to piss me off. So right now it's been mostly just Cyberpunk and my usual multiplayer games. We've finished. The summer anime season is wrapping up, and fall is quickly approaching. I believe the first fall show I'm going to watch, Frieren, is actually already out with its fucking 90-minute premiere because those are in vogue now.
Yeah, I actually looked into it. Apparently, it is not a 90-minute super episode the way that Oshinoko is. It is literally just the first 4 episodes dropping all at the same time.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not gonna call it lazy, but the coat chasers method.
Yes, the coat chasers, the very same. Yeah. More shows need a movie length premiere like Oshinoko, I think.
I think it depends on the material.
Yeah,
Oshinoko definitely needed it.
Yeah, yep.
Other things perhaps not as much, you know? Did fucking K-On! Need an hour and a half long premiere? Not really. You know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Here we are meeting for tea again.
You know, I feel like I feel like, you know what? The new Spice and Wolf should have a premiere like that, just so that we can get through the first novel as fast as possible.
I think you just want that because you just want more Spice and Wolf immediately.
I do.
It's true.
Look, Holo is amazing. She is perfect. She is an absolute 10 out of 10.
Does she go solo?
No, actually, that is literally the opposite of the point of the whole show.
No, I mean like in an apple bottom jeans sense.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck, she would look good in jeans. Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of art.
Would the whole club be looking at her?
yeah, I'd say.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
You should watch Spice and Wolf in that premiere, Zeke, next year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I hope it's awful so that you can assure me. No. It's just this. It's just they're fucking it up. I hate them.
I mean,
That'd be really funny.
I'm feeling pretty good about it because
No, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I just think it would be really funny if it was bad.
it would be funny for you. It would be painful for me, but
Yeah.
my pain would be your amusement. So
Yeah, correct. I'm glad you understand how this works finally.
we have the best friendship.
Yeah,
Who's toxic as
Air
you?
5. Too slow. I
Damn it.
didn't do it. Yep. I instead pulled back my hand at the last second and swiped my hair.
Damn, he got me.
Yeah. That might be the first time anyone's ever too slowed anyone over an Air 5. we were gonna touch anyway. What?
I
But
feel
no,
like it's the obvious joke to make, though, so maybe not.
That's possibly. I just like taking credit for things. What can I say? I'm like the Thomas Edison of Discord jokes. Anyway, fall season.
Yes.
Soon.
I invented that joke.
The light bulb. Yes, I invented that. Me, Thomas Edison. What are you working on? Oh, he's gone. Shit. Oh no, I, Edison, have to reflect on my actions. All my workers are leaving.
No.
Oh no, I'm having an epiphany. I'm like the Elon Tusk version of Thomas Edison.
Why
There's
is
like
this
a whole joke on Rick and Morty. Elon Tusk, who is nicer than Elon Musk because he grew up being discriminated against for his tusks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coincidentally voiced by Elon Musk, which implies he is aware that he is a douchebag.
I feel like it's pretty clear Elon Musk knows that he's a douchebag, but he just thinks it's funny instead of, a problem for everybody.
Yeah, he's like me, but with consequences. For everyone else, not for him.
Yeah, for everyone else.
Yeah, I had to word that right. Where is Jared and Jedranor? Where'd he go?
Yeah. Let me fucking at his ass.
Yeah. Ah, I see you did that. You added his ass.
I did.
Yeah.
I would
possibly with a cattle prod.
Yeah, I just went at Gerard. Where?
No, knowing him, internet problems, or his computer fucking died, or the ancient.
Oh, there he is.
Here he is. No, there he is.
So.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, it's you didn't miss anything important. Anyway, fall anime is starting soon, and instead of talking about what I plan to watch, I will instead next time tell you what I did watch. So that's good. We can save some time there. You guys still there?
Yes.
Yeah, we're still here, man.
Okay. And now moving on to a brand new segment.
Oh.
That I want to try out here. Because I think it'd be funny. I call it News of the Weird.
Ooh, interesting.
Who wants some weird fucking news to talk about?
Always.
Always.
Because if there's one thing I think the show is lacking, it's more topicality. You know, the people want their weird news. Where are they gonna get it? There's no better place than us, the bi-weekly weeb show. Anyway. Couple suing Disney World claims waterslide caused, quote, painful wedgie, severe injury. In Lake Buena Vista, Florida, a couple is now suing Disney World after they say a waterslide caused a painful wedgie and severe injury. The lawsuit filed in Orange County on Wednesday is focused on Typhoon Lagoon and the 214-foot waterslide there called Humunga Kawabunga. According to Disney, people plummet down a near-vertical 5-story drop. Riders go without a raft or tube. The complaint said riders can reach speeds approaching 40 miles per hour before they go down the slide. They are told to cross their legs at the ankles. The lawsuit said in the woman's case, when she went down the slide near the end, her body lifted up, she became airborne, and she was slammed downward against the slide, which increased the likelihood of her legs becoming uncrossed. The document says that her impact into the standing water at the bottom caused a painful wedgie and immediate bleeding.
Yeah, that...
Bleeding.
They are now... I'm assuming in the wedgie area, the wedgie zone. Bleeding in the wedgie zone.
I'm gonna check with the biologist and see if that's a legitimate place real quick.
Yeah, doctor. It hurts on my wedgie zone.
You're what now?
You know, the wedgie zone.
I'm not any less confused.
Now she and her husband are suing Disney for more than $50,000. They are accusing the company of negligence and say Disney has failed to provide her and other riders with proper protective clothing and failed to warn them of the inherent dangers. The lawsuit said that had Disney warned her about the risk, she would not have gone down the slide. You know, they're absolutely right. Disney should put up a sign that says, "Beware wedgies ahead." like it's fucking Recess.
I mean,
Atomic wedgie zone inbound.
Yeah. If they put up that sign, I think all will be well.
Yeah.
can you like what? Can we talk about the physics of this real quick? Like,
Yeah.
you went down a slide, and then the water pressure resisting against you
Right.
pushed you so hard that, your swimsuit rode up your crotch and your taint so hard
Yeah.
that
That
it
you
literally
bled.
burned a
Yeah.
hole in your skin.
Yeah.
Did you wear your lead swimsuit? Trying to avoid Superman seeing anything?
I swear, the next guy is going to show up to that fucking ride. He's going to be in a full set of fucking, like, Kevlar armor, including codpiece.
Would that... No, I feel like that's a good... I feel like that's a great way to drown, actually. I was gonna be like, would that help? I'm like, I think it might help prevent wedgies. I don't think it'll help prevent drowning. I haven't tested this, but I believe medieval armor sinks.
You're telling me every RPG where I can swim has lied to me?
Possibly. Possibly.
Hey, did you know carrots are good for your eyesight? You lied to me.
Shut up, we got more weird news. Texas couple arrested for selling a baby jaguar out of a parking lot.
Where'd they get a...
Yeah, but a Texas couple selling women out of a fucking, that never gets looked at in Texas, but...
The Alamo, Texas couple said that they had recently attempted to sell a jaguar cub to an undercover agent. A Texas couple is accused of wildlife trafficking for trying to sell protected animals, including a baby jaguar, according to federal officials. The case is reportedly first filed under the Big Cat Act, which was passed in December of 2022 to prohibit private individuals from possessing lions, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, jaguars, cougars, or any hybrids of these species. Damn, they really got all the bases there. I'm noticing bobcats are still in. So.
Oh my god, this is literally
But that's one of the most common and dangerous ones too.
Yeah,
Bobcats don't give a fuck.
This is literally what Big Cat doesn't want you to do.
Look at this idiot. He believes in Big Cat.
Take your pills, my friend. Take your pills. Take
But
your
the
fucking
article!
pills. I don't know what article you're talking about. Zeke, didn't we just talk about a wedgie?
Yeah, it's true.
What is happening? Everything I know is a lie! I can't stand this! I need to get out of here! I need to get out!
No, he's gonna miss the new news story. I have
All
more
right,
news.
Get back here for the news. Who needs ground news? Fuck that. You gotta
Okay, I'm back.
Bakagaijinshow.
I'm back.
Kevin, you almost missed this breaking news. Cher accused of hiring men to kidnap her own son.
You're rich. You have Pinkertons for that.
Cher has been accused of hiring men to kidnap her son from a hotel where he was staying with his wife last year. Court documents filed by Elijah Blue Elman's wife, Mary Angela King, those are two names that should not be one name, alleged that 4 men removed him from a New York hotel room on their anniversary in November of last year. The pair had reportedly been at the hotel attempting to save their marriage after filing for divorce in 2021. In-court documents filed as part of the divorce proceedings in LA Superior Court have recently been made public. Ms. King said that she and Mr. Ullman spent 12 days at the hotel working out our marriage. But after spending those 12 days together in New York on the 30th of November, the night of our wedding anniversary, 4 people came to our hotel room and removed Mr. Ullman from our room. I was told by one of the 4 men who took him that they were hired by Mr. Ullman's mother. Ms. King said that her husband has been receiving treatment at a medical facility since August of last year, but claims she had not been told where it was and had no means of contacting him. I am currently unaware of my husband's well-being or whereabouts. I'm very concerned and worried about him. Mr. Ullman, 47, is the son of pop icon Cher and her former husband, the late rock musician Greg Allman. So there's some drama going on in the Cher family.
Yeah. Cher, this is very unbased of you.
Yeah, a little cringe, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to return your based card.
Yeah. Let's see. Tortoise escapes Pennsylvania vet clinic for the 3rd time.
Why is this news?
Residents of a Pennsylvania town are being asked to keep a lookout for a tortoise who escaped his home from a veterinary clinic for the 3rd time. The Mahoning Valley Animal Hospital.
And they say prison reforms people. Like,
Yeah. This tortoise is a repeat offender. In a Facebook post that Tank, a tortoise belonging to veterinarian Mike Nelson.
Mike Nelson!
So close, but no cigar. Escaped from his outdoor one of these days.
I literally hate you.
Unfortunately, this is not Mark Nelson, but we're getting close.
We're almost there. Is this why you chose this article?
No, it's the headline, Kevin. Everybody only reads for the headlines. Escaped from his outdoor pen outside the clinic. We've just caught wind that Dr. Mike was going to bring him for the season, and he just decided he was going to hightail it and go on an adventure. Megan McFarland.
Dr. Mike sounds like a punishment.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't eat your Wheaties, honey, I'm sending you to Dr. Mike.
It does, actually. It sounds
terrific. It does, yeah.
We walked out to the yard. All of us looked around the perimeter just to make sure he wasn't hiding somewhere that Dr. Mike just didn't see. And Dr. Mike noticed there was a hole in the fence that the little sucker plowed through. Tank is known for his escapes. I call him Houdini. Probably the 3rd time he's gotten loose. Found him the past 2 times. Obviously relatively close. Last time he was missing for maybe about 2 weeks. So keep on the lookout for Tank the tortoise. You live in Pennsylvania. Police warn of 20 naked garter-wearing men.
How fucking far could he have gone?
I'm talking about 20 naked garter-wearing men.
I gotta get out of here.
I think... Police warn of 20 naked garter-wearing men spotted in Fukuoka suburb. Police in Fukuoka Prefecture on September 24th issued a prefecture-wide email.
Trip to Fukuoka.
Warning regarding a group of suspicious men wearing a skimpy item of lingerie or nothing at all seen in the city of Koga the previous day. According to Fukuoka Prefectural Police's Kasuya Police Station and the crime prevention email, about 10 of the men were completely naked, and about 10 of the men were wearing garter belts when spotted at about 2 p.m. The station is advising residents to take personal safety measures, such as shouting loudly if they spot suspicious people and avoiding dark or secluded streets.
When was the last time we had a fucking flasher threat in the United States?
Serial flasher threat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wild shit's going down in
Fukuoka. Hard
Fukuoka.
gay is what I'm saying.
Yeah. The only thing I know about Fukuoka Prefecture is that they presumably bankrolled the abomination of cinema that is Glasslip, so I don't have fond things to say about the lovely people of Fukuoka Prefecture.
Right. Okay, look at it this way, Zeke.
Are you saying they deserve to get flashed?
Yes.
Oh man, you're one of those World War II historians.
Look, I'm traumatized by glass slip. They can get traumatized by glass dick, okay? All's fair. All's fair. I'm a big fan of Sumerian law lately.
Everybody is until they come for your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Because your credit card got rejected.
Look out for your fingies.
In other news, GoFundMe refunds donations to poker player who admits to lying about cancer for tournament buy-in. The fundraising
That's next
platform
level. I should try that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, apparently it didn't work out so well for this guy.
Yeah. Well, not
the
long
fundraising
term.
platform, GoFundMe said Thursday it has refunded money to donors after a poker player admitted to lying about a terminal cancer diagnosis and accepted thousands of dollars in donations so he could play in a World Series of Poker tournament in Las Vegas. It has also banned Rob Mercer from the platform and removed the poker player's fundraising campaign from the website. GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform and takes swift action against those who exploit the generosity of our community.
Yeah.
He told the Las Vegas Review-Journal that he made up a stage 4 colon cancer diagnosis for his GoFundMe page in June. The California resident was trying to raise enough funds to meet the $10,000 buy-in for the No Limit Hold'em World Championship. He received contributions worth between $30,000 and $50,000, including a stay at a suite in the Bellagio. Even a fellow player from Arizona who suffers from chronic illness donated $2,500. I'm sorry for not being honest about what my situation was. If I would have done that from day one, who knows what would have happened? You wouldn't have gotten money? However, the 37-year-old said he would not be refunding anyone because he believes he has undiagnosed breast cancer.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry I lied about the colon cancer, but I might have actual cancer, so I'm gonna keep the money.
Yeah, so technically I didn't lie.
Mm-hmm. No lies detected, only omissions of truth. Artist ordered to pay museum back $7,700 after submitting 2 blank canvases under the title "Take the Money and Run."
Oh, hold on.
What?
His internet fucking died again. Fuck!
Yeah, I heard that. An artist has lost his lengthy battle with the Danish museum after submitting 2 blank canvases and taking off with the loaned cash that was meant to be displayed inside the artworks. Danish artist Jens Haning was ordered by a Copenhagen court to pay the Kunsten Museum of Modern Art 500,000 Danish kroner, about $76,500, after his audacious stunt set off a nearly 2-year legal fight, media outlets including the BBC and NPR reported. The pieces were based on 2 artworks Haning originally debuted in 2007 and 2010 called An Average Austrian Annual Income and An Average Danish Annual Income, respectively, which were a comment on the salary of the average Danish and Austrian workers and contained banknotes totaling those sums. The museum in Aalborg had conditioned Haning to recreate these artworks for its exhibit Work It Out, which asked visitors to question what they wanted from their careers, and were meant to have held a combined 534,000 kroner in cash for a 2021 exhibition. Haning had taken out a bank loan to create his original pieces, but on this occasion the museum offered to lend him the full amount of 534,000 kroner, the art newspaper reported in 2021, but instead of receiving a recreation of the original works, the museum opened the artwork to find 2 blank canvases with new collective name, Take the Money and Run. Haning told Danish outlet Dr. Dick that the... I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That the new artwork was meant to highlight how people were underpaid for their work and encourage checkout staff to take from the cash register and run in the same spirit. The agreement in the contract was for the money to be returned to the museum when the exhibition ended, something Haning made clear in advance would not be happening. Instead, the artist indeed took the money and ran. The work is that I have taken their money, Haning told Dr. Dick prior to the contract's end date in January. He told Dr. Dick that the piece in its original form would have left him down 2,500 kroner, inspiring his revolt. Museum director Lasse Andersen told Dr. Dick Haning was not entitled to keep the money, despite the perceived artistic value, as the agreement included only a 10,000 kroner artist fee and 6,000 kroner for expenses. We are not a wealthy museum. We have to think carefully about how we spend our funds, and we don't spend more than we can afford, Honning, though, argued the museum had made much more than 500,000 kroner from the 2-year publicity drive the piece had created. Instead, Kunstan praises the submitted piece on his website, arguing that it acts as a critique of mechanisms within the art world, but also points to larger structures in our society. At the time, museum director Anderson admitted to seeing the funny side of the submission. He stood up my curiosity.
I like how, just real quick, I like how, like, if you can justify something as representing something that it clearly doesn't represent, people will take it as legitimate art.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about bigger things than this. I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. You're just making shit up.
He stirred up my curatorial staff and also stirred me up a bit. I also had a laugh because it was really humoristic. I really like these fucking people. But it's really humoristic. He's not saying it was funny. It was humoristic. I could see the humor in it. I could see the joke. While the Copenhagen court eventually sided with the museum, it did subtract Honning's fee and the mounting cost from the sum. Still, the decision leaves the artist with quite a heap of debt. It has been good for my work, but also puts me in an unmanageable situation where I don't really know what to do, he told Dr. Dick. A representative from the museum did not immediately respond to Fortune's request for comment. That's fun.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And finally, last news piece. Russian officials explained photoshopping dead soldier into awards photo.
Oh my! First you take somebody out of a photo, now you add them in.
Russian officials offered an explanation on Tuesday for photoshopping a soldier who was killed in the war in Ukraine in a photo that shows him receiving an award. In the Republic of Bashkortostan, also known as Bashkiria, a republic of Russia, the administration of the Yanaul district published a photograph on July 18th that showed the soldier of Dostovalov battalion, Arthur Sultangaliv, receiving a medal from a military commissar for participating in the war. Russian media outlets and commenters quickly pointed out this image was photoshopped. According to officials, Sultangaliv was wounded and hospitalized with a serious illness in January. He died in September and was buried on Monday. Wow, this is a very obvious Photoshop. Holy shit, I'm gonna post this Photoshop in the lobby chat so you can see this nice PNG getting his award.
Oh, that's so fucking fake. Bro, what the hell?
That's hilariously stupid. Russia, please never change. It's gonna make it so much funnier.
Put this in the episode.
Oh,
please.
I'm absolutely. You think, bro? Do you think you have to tell me?
We admit using Photoshop, yes. Acting head of district Salavat Gilmeev told local publication Podem. He explained that Sultan Galiv came to award ceremony in t-shirt and flip-flops in July and was given the medal at military registration and enlistment office. He just came in a t-shirt and flip-flops, so they made him a military uniform. But he died on Sunday. On Monday, he was buried with honors as member of Northern Military District. The photoshopped image was removed in administration public page after being picked up by local media. The medal is awarded to military personnel and civilian personnel of the armed... my accent is slipping. Of the armed fortress of Russian Federation for 1. Reasonable initiative, diligence and distinction in service. 2. Impeccable and efficient civil service. 3. Conscientious performance of labor duties. 4. Direct execution of tasks in the zone of a special military operation. 5. Successful completion of tasks contributing to the achievement of the goals of a special military operation. There's nothing else interesting in the story. Anyway, yeah, very bad Photoshop job. Very funny.
Yeah, honestly, it just occurred to me what made this image especially funny. It's the fact that he is basically standing in the Danganronpa default pose.
Yeah, that as well. I really like how they didn't even bother. You see that space between his fingers where the background was clearly part of a different photo? They didn't even fucking crop that out.
Yep.
So, great Photoshop job.
That's just fucking extraordinary.
This is really fucking funny, actually.
Really
I love that this guy
funny.
presenting the award to nobody was told, hey, we need you to stand here and present this award to nobody so we could Photoshop this dead guy into the picture.
It's just really fucking funny. Oh my god.
I also like that they have, I think, the exact same chairs as the chair I got from a middle school when they were closing once.
Oh wow. Fucking small world.
So, yep. Anyway, that has been your segment of weird news.
That was
I'm all
certainly
out.
news. That was weird.
Yep. Tune in next time for more weird news. Next time being next episode, not next segment.
Yeah.
Which is what we're transitioning to now. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Hey, while you're here, interested in a Reddit dive?
I would love a nice Reddit dive. Thank you.
Shut up! I'm
I was gonna
talking to
say-
the audience!
Look,
Oh.
what audience?
Yeah, well, you know.
What I was gonna say is when you said hey you, I was gonna be like, you're still playing Nintendo games? Like,
Using your hands like a baby's toy.
I feel like that's a different reference.
Yeah, well, he's the guy, so, I mean...
That's a different
Cake.
reference.
Cake.
Cake.
Pretty nice. Anyway.
I do enjoy cake. All
Mm.
right, let's get on track. Reddit dive. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Alright. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay $45 for a soda and half an appetizer?
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Last weekend, one of my friends organized a group of people to go do fall things. We rented a van and went to go to a few breweries/wineries. When we got back, we stopped at a pub to hang a bit before going home. There were about 12 of us, so they seated us at a table. People ordered food and drinks. When the check came, one of the guys quickly gave his card, and after signing, looked around and said, everyone vend me $45. This threw me off because many people had ordered meals, sides, drinks, and shots. I had ordered a Diet Coke. I had to drive an hour and a half ways home and shared an appetizer with my husband. I asked if we could each Venmo him what we ordered, and he seemed annoyed. He sent everyone a pic of the receipt and had everyone Venmo him for what they got. For context, I'm fine splitting the bill evenly when everyone orders roughly the same thing, but also if I ever put my card down, I always ask everyone if they want to split evenly or not just assume. My husband thinks I'm being cheap and should have just split the bill evenly with everyone. I know I'm more money conscious than others, so I'm wondering if I am the asshole. ETA, we were expected to pay $90, including tax and tip, for me and my husband, since my husband did have a drink and a shot in addition to what I had, but our actual total we ended up paying to came out to like $53, including tax and tip.
Okay.
Stop eating out. Jesus Christ, it's
Yeah.
getting expensive out there.
Yeah, your first mistake
Well,
was
it might
doing
have been
that.
a really fancy restaurant, but like the whole point,
Yeah.
I think the whole point here is that, they weren't really hungry, so they, purchased a pittance
Yeah.
versus everybody else getting full ass fucking meals. So everybody else added to the bill like $20, $30, $40,
Yeah.
whereas their contribution was only like, maybe $8.50.
Mhm.
And it's like, I've had this happen sometimes. Like, if I go to a restaurant like with groups or whatever, which I do a lot during travel, and
Yeah.
we sit down and like I order a full meal, my buddy orders a full meal, another buddy orders a full meal, and then one guy just gets like a glass of water and like a like a $6 appetizer. We don't split the bill that way. We just
Yeah.
pay for ourselves.
Mhm.
Because like
Like,
it's
That's really unfair. If all of our meals were roughly the same, if we were all in the $20, $30 range, $20 to $30 range, then yeah, splitting the bill's fine.
yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
easy. But it's really
But,
unfair to like. I don't think he's the asshole. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I think this is the woman, but I assume, but yes. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know, he doesn't say. They could be gay. They could be gay lovers.
Yeah. Like yeah, like that's really my thing here is that like a lot of like it
No, I think the ringleader here, the guy asking for
Oh,
the
yeah.
split, was trying to dilute his payment by getting people who did not order nearly as much to contribute the same amount, and he
Yeah,
got called
yeah.
out for it and got
Yeah.
annoyed. So
Yeah, how-
not the asshole.
how dare you
No,
call
not
me
the
out
asshole whatsoever.
how dare you call me out for being a cheapskate and also a mooch? How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, don't be fucking petty. You got caught. Fucking deal with it.
Yeah, enjoy your
A bunch of
consequences.
those colloquialisms that come from, seedier parts of the United States.
Kevin, I sent you one.
I saw that, yeah. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to not eat lunch at night?
Lunch at night.
Isn't that just dinner?
Depends on when you wake up.
It does depend on when you wake up.
True.
Again, these people in their classes, I'm not representing or
Uh-huh.
recognizing night shifters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you.
We're a one income. Okay.
I stop using terms, honestly. I just have first meal and second meal.
That's actually a better way to go about it. But anyway, yeah. We are a one-income family. We have a 10-year-old and a baby who's under a year old. I don't/can't work due to health/chronic pain issues. My husband works full-time, usually 35 to 40 hours a week. When I cook dinner, I make enough so my husband has leftovers to take to work the next day. He has the habit of eating what's supposed to be his lunch as a large nighttime snack before bed. We have plenty of stuff he can snack on or heat up that's not his lunch for the next day. Then he ends up eating out instead, and he hates fast food, so he spends $20 to $25 on lunch each day he eats his lunch as a snack. This adds up and makes money tighter for us. Oh, okay. Yeah. I get it's his income, but it's affecting the entire family. I've asked him not to eat his lunch as a snack, but he says he loves my cooking and can't help it, and I should feel complimented that he enjoys it so much. I do appreciate...
That's really fucking sly, actually. No, it's because I just love your cooking so much. Actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've asked him not to eat his lunch as... I do appreciate he likes what I cook so much, but I also like knowing our bills will all be paid and we can afford gas, groceries, household supplies, and stuff for the kids without being in the red each week. Am I the asshole? No, I honestly do not think you're the asshole in this case, because you've made it pretty clear that this is having a serious impact on your finances. Like, assuming that he does this 4 times a week, that's $100 a week. So... yeah, that is a lot of money to be losing pretty much every week just because your husband doesn't want to eat his lunch at lunchtime and instead makes it a midnight snack. And he doesn't like fast food, so he just goes out and goes to what I'm guessing like fancier restaurants or whatever the fuck. The point I'm...
Or he probably just piles on a shit ton of food from... Sorry, I have the most hellish time with coughing today.
Yeah.
He probably, what he does is she said he eats an exorbitant amount of food. He probably goes out.
Yeah.
And goes to Chipotle and orders 2 bowls or something. That's an easy way to rack up $30.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be fancy food. It could just be normal Americana shit, and he just purchases a shit ton of it.
Yeah. Read the edit, Kevin.
Yeah. Edit. If I make more for dinner, he will have 3rd/4th helpings. If I do the grocery shopping and try to get everything I can on his snack list, he will still eat his lunch as a snack. Hubby is a recovering gambling addict. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And currently owes $100,000 in back taxes that I'm trying to also budget to pay towards each month. He currently works in retail, making about $40,000 a year. He has a master's in economics and used to make $200,000, but some bad decisions in life messed it up and he ended up in legal trouble and can no longer work in his former industry. Your husband sucks. Your husband sucks.
There's a lot going on here psychologically.
Yeah. He is chronically unable to help himself, from what I can tell.
Kevin,
Well, he either needs a food
Kevin, are you gonna say it? Are you gonna have a Reddit moment, Kevin? Are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it?
He's a fat fuck and he needs to stop eating.
I'm not going to say it, but I may heavily imply it. Divorce! Stop delay. Sorry.
There we go. Kevin's Reddit moment. He's been pushed too far.
Hey, though, you got a wife that cooks. She and I can get along. You send her my way, okay? Hey, baby, do you like VTubers?
Somehow I don't think so.
Do you like chicken?
Maybe? Possibly. No, you're not. Any other suggestions I have are beyond the scope of this. You're not the asshole. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get that man some help. Zerdin, can you read, or are you busy?
No, I can read. Let's go. I just
All
finished
right.
sorting about 16,000 magic cards, so we're all good.
Let's
Wow,
go.
You plan on using them any, or like just generally?
I might use them someday. I might. I sorted out
Oh.
the ones I'm not gonna ever use, or the
I
ones
thought you
that I
meant.
don't.
I meant tonight, but okay, yeah.
No. Yeah. I sorted some. My decks are all together. I was sorting my bulk,
Hmm.
which needs to be done once in a while.
Alphabetically
Alright.
or by rarity?
No, just by literal rarity. And
Okay.
like I sort them into things that I know I can use and things that I don't give a shit about using, or if I do end up needing to use them, they won't be hard to replace.
Yeah. I was like asking people that. In Yu-Gi-Oh, people tend to sort their binders by card type.
Yeah,
And then
I
by
tried sorting my
archetype.
binders for the longest time, and
Mhm.
then I just fucking gave up because everybody just flips through the whole binder anyway. So fuck it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually considered rude to not sort by card type because when you're going around trading and everything, it's very
It's
convenient.
also considered rude to pull that one guy who always shows up to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament with the fucking wig on and pull his wig off. So but that didn't ever stop me before. So
Yeah, well, how it goes.
no, I know a lot of people who sort their binders because they have a very large collection, and otherwise they'd never be able to find anything. But for people like me who offload as much bulk as possible all the time,
Yeah.
like it's just easier for me to just keep everything in like one binder unsorted rather than worrying about constantly sorting. It just takes that much. It takes a little bit of effort out of it, and then I just bulk everything else into a box, take it to a store, and I'm like, take what you want. I'll bulk the rest for 10 cents a piece. I don't care. I just want it gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find. Yeah, I should probably do that. I should probably sell my cards at some point.
Hey, you
Well,
get
there's
it.
a couple places in Dayton that buy bulk Yu-Gi-Oh. So,
Ooh.
I'm not sure where around here I could do that though, because COVID killed a lot of our local card stores up here.
yeah, thankfully all the ones in Dayton seem to have survived. So because again, military. But Bellbuck and Comic, which is a play on Bellbuck and Candle, that movie,
Yeah.
is buys bulk Yu-Gi-Oh because they host tournaments, and I know No Limit Gaming also in the area buys bulk Yu-Gi-Oh because they host tournaments.
That's it.
So you should be able to offload some stuff from there. If you ever come into town or come to Columbus, you can hand me a box and I can
Alright.
hand it
Yeah.
to them, see what they'll take.
Possibly.
All right.
Possibly.
Am I the asshole for how I reacted to my son's accidental coming out?
Oh no. No.
Why did you give me this one? You know I have opinions. Anyway, my son, they're not hostile opinions. They're just
Okay.
opinions. And apparently I'm not allowed to have opinions concerning this stuff. An angry person.
Well,
on
you
Twitter
are
told me
on
that.
the Baka Gaijin show.
An angry person on Twitter told me that.
Well, they're probably right. I mean, angry people on Twitter. I mean, they got the highest authority in the land.
Well, exactly. And then she blocked me, and then I gained 12 followers. It was great. My son and I are very close, and he trusts me and tells me everything. I've heard in detail about how soft his ex-GF's hair. So I'm already mucking it up. His ex-GF's hair was. He tells me about drinking, smoking weed, and all his friends. He's the most loyal son I could ask for. His mother passed away 4 years ago, and he's very protective of me. My daughter, 14, male or female, and my son, 16, male or female. Come on, you're not doing it right. I'm just kidding. Are on a road trip. When my son would take a picture with us, he'd always put on his leather jacket. I pointed that out, and he got embarrassed. Our daughter whispered to him, "This is because Jared said he likes it," but he shushed her. I didn't think much of it, but later we were in the car, and my son kept asking to see my phone. His had recently broke. I kept joking I wasn't going to give it to him, but then he kept saying please and giving me a sad face. I handed it over to him, and he absently said thanks. I needed to text my boyfriend. He doesn't have quotes or any of this shit, so parsing this is gonna be difficult. And he said thanks. I need to text my boyfriend, and I said your boyfriend, and he goes, oh no, sorry, Freudian slip, not boyfriend, best friend, God.
Oh, poor kid.
But I could
Oh,
tell,
no.
but I could tell from his reaction he was freaking out. His sister in the backseat immediately goes, "Well, guess that is out." To say I was shocked.
That's when the sitcom
Oh, my
laughter
God.
played.
Yeah.
No.
I guess that's cat's out of the bag now.
Oh,
What's
my
the deal
no.
with the gays?
Jimmy.
Oh my god. Hey, to the
Nice.
gays watching, I love you and respect you.
Yeah, and to the Kramer watching, we love you too.
We do love you too. Anyway, but I could tell his reaction. He was freaking out. His sister in the back seat immediately goes, "Well, guess that's out." To say I was shocked would be an understatement. My son just didn't seem gay at all. He's a masculine guy. I'm not a bigot. I was just surprised is all. I said, "Are you gay? What's going on?" My daughter was in the back and said, "Bi people exist, Dad. I'm one too." Now I'm even more surprised.
Oh, my
First of all,
God.
First of all, I read
The double-
I read a stat once from what I assume to be a fairly reputable source that about 70% of women identify as bi. So that shouldn't be that surprising.
That makes sense.
Or at least the majority do. I don't know if it was 70%. I didn't even know what to say. I said he did, or okay. Where was I? My daughter yells in the back. People see. My daughter yells in the back and says people don't seem gay. I said, "Sure, I guess. I'm just surprised." And he said, "I'm sorry for hiding this from
Oh,
you.
you skipped the whole line about the disgusting freak stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let's go back a bit. My daughter. This is why I shouldn't read today. I'm off it. My daughter in the back said, "Bi people exist, Dad. I'm one too." Now I'm even more surprised. She's a child. My son says, "Well, maybe she's right. Unless you find me to be a disgusting freak, then no." I didn't even know what to say. I said he didn't seem gay at all. My daughter yells in the back and says people don't seem gay. I said, "Sure, I guess. I'm just surprised." He said, "I'm sorry for hiding this from you. I was just scared to say it." I should have reassured him, but instead I said I was disappointed.
Oh,
I
no.
thought he told me everything. He said I didn't want you to hate me. I'm sorry, I said. Well, who is this guy? Is he straight? He said, Dad, I wouldn't crush on a straight guy.
Bro, oh, fuck me. Why are you making every wrong choice, sir?
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Sir, you are taking the wrong choice in every dialogue option.
I also like that he said his 14-year-old can't have a sexuality. It's very interesting.
Oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Anyway, but he showed me a picture. This guy looks masculine too. He looks straight. It just struck me as odd
What
couple.
the fuck does that mean?
Well, he looks straight, Kevin.
So I have opinions about this. Hold on, I have opinions about this dad specifically.
Hold on. My gaydar is broken. Shit, I gotta adjust the screws here.
Right. I made a little fun of how long his hair was to relieve the tension. My daughter got on to me again, and I said, "Look, I'm just not sure he's good enough for you." She said, "You were being so rude. You were so old and mean. You were old and mean,
You're
Dad."
old and mean, Dad. Oh god.
Somehow that scathes worse than anything else she could have said.
It does, actually.
I started arguing that I wasn't being mean, but my son cut me off. He said, "Seriously, both of you, stop." Then he said, "We got you, Dad. Sorry, it was a prank. None of it was real." I said, "No, it's okay," but he cut me off again and said, "Really, it's fine. Just forget it all happened." I was very uncomfortable after that. I tried again, but he told me to drop it. I told him he could have my phone to text Jared if he wants it. He was beaming when I gave him my phone, and I wanted it to be happy again. But he said, "No, it's fine." I looked at my phone to see his text to Jared that said, "I miss you so much," and I felt bad. I could have been more supportive, but I was surprised. Am I the asshole? Did I mess up? You certainly messed up. Now, here's my opinion.
You fumbled the ball pretty bad here.
Messed up, but I don't read your actions as hostile or intentionally mean. I think you're just ignorant.
Yeah. This is...
I think you've lived in a bubble where your only exposure to gay people might be like Fox News or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you've only, or like movies or film where the gay guy is always like portrayed, or like old movies or stuff where the gay guy is always portrayed as like some flamboyant, like, high-pitched voice, that stereotype, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't read your actions as like intentionally rude. You're just ignorant, and this was an ugly time for that to come rear its head.
Mm-hmm.
You outed the fact that you're ignorant, but like, but I don't think, like, you might be unintentionally a bit of a bigot, but it's
Yeah.
nothing some education can't fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's-
and you do care about your son, and, like, I don't know. Like,
yeah. Like,
I
my
don't
thing
think
here.
you're the asshole. I just think you're ignorant.
Yeah.
And you need to educate yourself a bit better.
Yeah, my thing here is that, like, it's not actively malicious, but the way that he's describing it, I can see where he thinks he's coming from. I can see why he made the choices that he did, but divorcing it from the context that he gives, outside looking in, what he said and how he replied makes him look infinitely worse than if he had just played it off cool and been like, oh, okay, neat, moving on. So, I would say you are the asshole with the asterisk of not intentionally.
I diagnose you with old.
I diagnose you with old.
Yeah, I also want to point out something a comment said. I think it's weird you think a 14-year-old is a child, implying they should not have romantic or sexual feelings at that age.
Right,
Do you
yeah.
not remember being 14?
Oh my
She's allowed to
God.
say she's bi. Your only job in this realm is to protect them and be supportive.
No, your job is to also guide them, but
Sure.
like guide them away from
Sure.
things that are problematic.
Sure. The point here that they're getting at is that nobody tells people they're too young to know they're straight. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all. Anyway, you're the asshole, but there's hope for you yet.
Yeah, you're not a... You're not...
You fucked up. You fucked up in a moment. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think you're just ignorant, and it was a really awkward time for that to become extremely apparent to everyone involved.
Yeah. My
But I
advice
don't think
going-
it's anything you can't fix given some time.
My advice going forward: there's only one way to regain their love. Xbox.
Xbox!
Love that gag. Anyway, back to me. Let's see here. This one looks potentially fascinating. Okay, so... Okay. Sarah, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but it's a wedding one.
All right,
What?
and that's been the Bakagaijinshow for today. Have a nice day.
I couldn't ignore the headline because I wanted to see where it went.
Well,
Would I be the asshole if I didn't get a mole removed from my friend's wedding? Hi, everyone. I'm writing to you all... Why does this sound like this? Hi, everyone. I'm writing to you all because I've been going back and forth on this issue and I feel conflicted. My 24F friend Zoe, 25F, is getting married, and I'm set to be a bridesmaid at her wedding, which is early next year. I'm excited for the wedding, and I'm doing everything I can to help her out with planning and setting up. Recently, Zoe asked me out for coffee away from the other bridesmaids, as she said she wanted to talk to me about something privately. I agreed and asked her if something was wrong. She said it was nothing huge and just wanted to talk to me. I just want to talk to you. I just
want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
I met up with Zoe the other day, like she asked. It was there that she told me that she wanted me to get the mole on my face removed before the wedding. I have a mole on my right cheek, kind of near my nose. It's not huge, but definitely noticeable.
Fuck's sake.
Zoe explained that she wanted everyone to look good in the wedding photos as well as on wedding day, understandable, and that the mole on my face would be a distraction, and I wouldn't look good in the photos. She said that she would pay for the surgery out of pocket, as she could afford it. Ooh, well, that's nice of her. And all I would have to do is go in and get it removed. I told her that I needed time to think about it. She said she understood, but let me know that it would be mandatory
Oh, for fuck's
for me
sake.
to have the procedure in order to be a bridesmaid. I said I would get back to her on that. I'm really conflicted on this because I have had times where I've been insecure about my mole, and Zoe wasn't lying when she said it distracts from my face. So if she was asking me to remove it, it may be better in the long run, and she's paying for it. However, I don't really know if I want such a procedure done to my face, which is why I'm thinking about not going through with it. But Zoe is my friend, and more importantly, she's the bride, and I want her to have the best day, which is why I think I may be the asshole if I didn't go through with it. Would I be wrong if I didn't get the mole on my face removed?
It's your fucking face!
Let me put it this way. You're not the asshole if you do. You're not the asshole if you don't. There's no potential here for you to be an asshole.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
this is
your decision.
Yeah, this is your decision. Like, I don't want to get the mole removed. Guess I'm not coming to the wedding. Bye. Or, oh, I'll get the mole removed. Guess I'm a bridesmaid now.
Yeah.
Hello.
If it were me, I'd probably do it because hey, they're paying for it. You know.
That is true.
Who wants a mole? But you know, I'm also not you, so what's my opinion matter?
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, don't. But I also don't think it's entirely. I don't think it's entirely unfair of the bride to suggest the idea.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I'm honestly leaning towards no assholes here.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, OP does make it clear that like both her and the bride agree that the mole does distract from OP's face, and like it is something that causes OP a lot of discomfort and a lot of self-confidence issues. So that's fair, and it's probably a matter of the bride trying to do something nice for her friend while also, you know, trying to ensure that, you know, photos look nice for the wedding and whatever, you know, two birds, one stone kind of thing. So like, yeah, I think I'll lean on no assholes here too, I guess.
But wait, Kevin, there's an edit.
Oh shit.
Hi everyone. Wow, thanks for all the responses. I just want to clear up a few things, like that mole. Oh, God. Firstly, I'm not completely insecure about my mole. At least not so much anymore. I used to cover it up with foundation and heavy concealer and all that, but now I'm more comfortable wearing less makeup and not covering it. Doesn't mean I 100% love it, but I'm slowly starting to embrace it. In all honesty, I haven't really mentioned my insecurity to Zoe, except maybe once or twice. What this comes down to is I don't know if I would actually want a procedure like that done, but I was conflicted about maybe going through with it. It would make me look better in a way. And everyone commenting about Photoshop, it's not just the pictures. Zoe said she wanted me to get it removed for the ceremony as well because she doesn't want me to look bad to the guests on her wedding day. For reference, the mole is brown and maybe half a penny in size. Damn, that thing's huge.
Jeez.
That shit huge. That's a big ass mole. So I'm still going to no assholes here.
Yeah.
I wish they updated us with what they did.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess it is only one day later. Yeah, update us, jerk. That's a huge mole, though. That kind of shifts my perspective a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm getting them for you.
I eat.
No, it's actually a Tifu. But,
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, today I fucked up. Large Tifu, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Today I fucked up by ignoring my vegan host. Edit, vegetarian, not vegan.
Oh!
Ah, okay.
God, I thought I could hate a vegan today. I gotta start fucking skimming these before I pick them.
Yeah, you should work on that.
Yeah. Your vetting process needs work, sir. My friend and I, both freshly 18 years old, have saved up for a few years to travel the world. We started with Canada, where we first stayed with my friend.
Wait, I gotta do it. Fuck, it's the wrong button.
Why you think they call me Mr. Worldwide?
Okay.
Perfect.
We started with Canada, where we first stayed with my friend's cousins, to save on costs early in the trip. One of the first things we were told by the wife, let's call her Linda, as she was driving us...
Linda? Why are we doing this?
As she was driving us home from the airport to her home, was that her husband was a hardcore vegan, vegetarian, and we mustn't bring up the subject and must definitely not ever eat or bring meat in the house as it upsets him. Easy, no meat. How many meals need meat anyway? And we're only staying here for a month. That was your first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my friend and I were both into fitness, and we got into a good exercise regime. Regime? You mean regiment?
Regime?
Do you mean regiment? During our first...
No, Kevin, it's CrossFit. They mean regime. They mean regime.
It is CrossFit. How much the fuck crossing fucking That's fine. How about you cross fuck off?
Hello, neighbor. We haven't noticed you on the hike recently. Hello, neighbor.
Okay, well, anyway,
Oh my God.
during our
More
first
like cross-fascist.
during our first weeks in Canada, walking, running, calisthenics, etc., which made us naturally very hungry, we were both also very aware that exercise is extremely benefited by a high amount of protein, and the only meals we had been eating mainly consisted of pasta, cheese, and potatoes. So we were feeling a little malnourished and felt our hard work was going to waste somewhat. One morning, our hosts told us that they would be out for the whole day, which at first wouldn't make a difference to our day, as we would likely be exploring the local area some more anyway. That afternoon, my friend and I were on a stroll when we had the brilliant idea of, instead of having the usual cheesy pasta tonight, why not reward our bodies with some source of protein? The hosts were out of the house. The hosts were out, so they would never suspect a thing anyway, and I'm sure even if they did, it wouldn't be an issue as there would be no trace of meat anywhere. My friend agreed, and we went to the nearest supermarket and bought a few tins of tuna to go into the cheesy pasta. We got back to the house, and I made the meal, which really hit the spot and filled the gap we felt had been missing in our diet for the past couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, cheesy tuna?
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
I'm not sure, but sure, okay.
Looking into this.
Interesting. We washed up and went to chill around the house. Our hosts returned from their day out. My friend and I are sitting in the same dimmed room relaxing, when all I see is a shadow in the doorway. Have you been consuming dead animal in my home?
I smell meat.
A stern voice said,
I smell meat.
Is that tuna?
How could he know? I made sure to clean everything meticulously. I panicked.
Hold on. I got one more. Just, what is it? What do you smell?
Oh, actually, look, I scrolled. I thought you made up that
Animal
line, but no,
flesh.
he really did
They
say,
put
"Have
on
you
a
been
trail."
consuming dead people in my home?"
No, that's the actual thing.
That's awesome.
Anyway, fuck. A stern voice said, "How could he know? I made sure to clean everything meticulously. I panicked, and my first instinct was to lie. No." I said, "Calm."
Well, I want to point out they did not panic. They pack kicked.
They pack kicked.
They were panicking so hard they couldn't even spell right a day later.
As they're typing this,
Yep.
brought back PTSD memories of like the whole
Why are you
situation.
writing a Reddit post when I'm trying to talk to you?
So when he got home, it's and then got tired and slept. Wow, my fingers took on a life of their own last night. My fingers are traumatized from this situation. Vegans are scary, man.
Had a Stephen King moment, sorry.
I say calmly, starting to notice my heartbeat thumping in my ears. Then why does my home smell of corpses? I can't with this. I broke. God, you know this person ain't vegan, but they sure as fuck act like it. I broke and said I added some tuna to our meal. He shook his head and stormed upstairs. I'd like to remind you at this point that we were two young, well-meaning lads trying to make a good impression on the world who had
But okay.
who had undervalued some earlier advice, and this confrontation hit us harder than it would have now. My friend and I looked at each other, shocked, not knowing what to do now. The husband wasn't the most approachable man at the best of times, less so when we just broke his #1 house rule. After about an hour of contemplating, we went upstairs and nervously knocked on his door. My friend explained the situation for us, which at the time I thought was fair, as it is his family, despite him not knowing them that well, but now I know it should have been me, as it was my idea. The husband stayed pretty quiet, but his wife was also in the room, comforting him.
What the fuck?
You consume.
I can't even with fucking vegetarians and shit, man.
You
Can't even.
dared consume dead animal in his house. Now his house reeks of rotted flesh and corpse.
I fucking love. I fucking love. I fucking. It's not even. It's not even like they. It's not
I
even
don't
like
even know
they
what to
butchered
say,
an
man.
animal. They opened a can of tuna, and this guy's like, "Ugh, the stench of corpses.
Is he a fucking Saint Bernard? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like a fucking bloodhound.
Okay. We went to bed that night not knowing if we were going to leave the next morning, despite having not booked anywhere to stay for another 2 weeks. The next morning, my friend and I were greeting with a piece of A4 paper that had been slid under our bedroom door. Confused, we went over to pick it up. It was a full-page letter from our host, in detail explaining the rules of staying at people's houses, how you should act, and that your presence should be a gift in return for staying there, and that you should always, whether you agree with them or not, follow the rules of that household. At first we were relieved to see that there was no mention of us having to leave, and of course, these are all wise words, and I did eventually take them on, despite feeling somewhat rebellious at the time, towards such an authority other than my parents. We continued to travel for 8 months and came back home to our country of Scotland, more mature for it. The end. TLDR, my friend and I ate meat at our vegetarian's host's house while traveling, and we were confronted and nearly kicked out.
Ah, canned tuna, the least fragrant of meats. They'll never suspect a thing.
Yeah, this
Actually, fish is quite pungent.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
give him that.
That's the joke. But
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna say, like, okay, all right.
that's yeah. You picked probably the worst meat possible to eat with the tuna, in terms of being stealthy. Yeah, not sure if anyone has ever smelled a can of tuna before, but that shit lingers for like hours.
Yep.
For the record, I love this. I'm not going to necessarily say that this is a large Tifu because they did not get kicked out, but I can't get over the fucking image that they gave us of the shadowy figure standing in the doorway being like, "Have you consumed the flesh of animals in my domain?"
I smell blood.
It's just so fucking funny. I love it. Ah, man.
So, you like
I-
flesh, do you?
I will 100% forgive OP for the incorrect for the incorrect.
I'm sure with the aura he was exuding, I'm sure it felt large at the time.
Yeah. So again, I will give you a break on this one, OP. I will give you a break because one,
Yep.
that probably was terrifying, and two, the way you told it was really damn funny.
I sense the flesh
Moral of the story, though,
beasts.
vegans, not even once. Come on.
Yeah. I have known exactly one reasonable vegan in my life.
Give them time.
One.
Give them time. Give them time. Give them time.
I kind of agree. I've only ever met one vegan that I could reliably stand.
Yeah.
Give them time.
So
They all fall eventually.
The true colors show in time.
Yep. It's like the One Ring. They can't resist it forever. Eventually, even Frodo falls.
Yep. The ring is mine.
The ring is mine. I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
He's not the guy. Frodo.
Cake.
Anyway.
Okay. So you said that like we can read, or can you read? I'm not sure.
He said he can read. I said
I'm oh boy. All right. Well, let's see if this one's a little bit better written than the previous one.
Yeah, I don't think that was a you problem. I think that was a really bad formatting problem.
Oh my god, this one's long. Okay. All right. Today I fucked up by reporting my car stolen when it wasn't stolen, and I got arrested and spent time in jail.
Is this a large Tifu?
This is a large Tifu.
Well, already it qualifies for a large Tifu, so good job, OP!
Yeah, this is actually a large Tifu. This is I stubbed my toe today.
We and my mommy didn't have a handkerchief.
Yo.
No, the second
Or I
you...
took a fat shitty and a fat jelly shitty, large Tifu. tofu. Like,
No,
I spilled my load all over the bed sheets, and the Mumbai hotel assistant was a little perturbed at me.
yeah. After she put her clothes back on, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I ate a chicky sandwich that wasn't cooked white. Then I took a firewood shit.
All right, here we go. Sadly, not today, but recently. Well, I'm assuming you're not writing from your prison cell.
Hey, can I have my phone back? I need to post this to Reddit.
Oh,
hey,
God.
instead of my one phone
patrol-
call,
the fucking officer would be like a fucking
Yeah.
the fucking officer would be like an avid redditor, and he's like, I understand.
You got 10 minutes. Go.
Got 10 minutes. Go.
Yeah,
Instead of
All
his one phone call, he gets his one Reddit post.
I was about to, yeah.
The lawyer's negotiating his intake, and he's like, "Now we talked about the one phone call. Unfortunately, he has no friends. However, he does have a lot of followers on. He does have a lot of people who pay attention to his posts on Reddit. So can we get a Reddit post instead?
Yeah. The fucking Reddit posts.
Let's start with 2 Reddit posts so we have something to lose in the negotiations.
Oh my god. Anyway, sadly not today, but recently. I scheduled some surgery to take place a short while ago. Nothing serious. It was elective and one of those things that that come with age. I'm in my 50s. But I needed a general anesthetic, and so I made the arrangements. Never had a general anesthetic before, so I had no idea how it would work. The weeks leading up to it.
Well, how'd you get to your 50s without ever getting general anesthetic? That's impressive.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. No surgeries at that point, so no
Fucker's
appendicitis or
hardcore.
anything like that. That's
crazy.
Pretty unique. Of course, I've made it all this way, and I've never had a broken bone. So
I haven't either,
Yeah,
but I
same.
have had general anesthetic a few times. So.
and I was an athlete all through like
Oh,
my
yeah.
youth in high school, and I've never had to needed a cast.
Yeah.
Before, so
By the way, have I ever told you guys about our Never Broke a Bone? It's a subreddit full of people who have never broken a bone, and as soon as someone breaks a
never
bone,
would have guessed.
you have to post your X-ray to the subreddit and be like, guys, I lost the game, and then everyone it's just fucking vile to you, and fucking shits on you for breaking your solemn vow of never breaking a bone.
That's really funny.
That's really funny.
That's really
Yeah,
great.
it's
I
a
love
really,
that.
It's really funny. It's like, sorry guys, I lost the game. You fucking idiot! What are you even doing? It's really funny,
All right.
actually.
All right. Anyway, all right. So the weeks leading up to it, I'd gone to the hospital a couple of times for tests, etc., and always drove myself. My partner drove me in for the actual surgery. All went great. Woke up the next day, a Thursday, and felt good and wanted to go home. You felt good after surgery? Interesting. But I had no real memory of the day before.
I think he means he didn't feel bad.
Okay, fair enough. But not bad is not good. There is a gradient there. That's why doctors ask you, how's the pain feel out of a 1 to 10? Is it sharp? Is it dull?
Yeah, here's a chart of 10 10 faces going from smiley to frowny.
All right,
Which
we've
one
had to
are you?
update this chart. These are now emojis.
Mhm.
The Zoomers don't understand drawings. They only understand emojis.
Yeah. Which Discord emoji do you feel like today?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the kitten. Okay, I'm calling child services.
It's gonna fucking get to the point where they're like, here's a selection of memes. Which one best represents your vibe?
All right. Felt good and wanted to go home, but I had no real memory of the day before. A few hours later, I was discharged. Went out and couldn't find my car. Walked everywhere for it. Nowhere. Went inside and asked about my car, and of course they had no idea, because why would they? So I called the cops, reported it stolen, and it was early evening, and I should go into the station the next day and file papers for insurance, etc. I get an Uber home, even though it was still early, as I was beat and go to sleep. Wake up pretty late the next morning, feeling completely normal. Didn't really remember much from the previous day, except getting home really tired. It was normal. It was a normal, lazy day with the family. Weather decent. We decided to have a barbecue, but I wasn't supposed to drink, so it was juice and Coke for me. How many lines? At some point, we needed more things from the store because this gathering wasn't planned. We didn't have enough drinks and snacks, so I said I would go as I was sober. So I got into my car, and drove to the retail center. Hold on, let me read that again. So I got in my car, and drove to the retail center. Oh boy. I love how he wrote this.
Yep.
Taking only cash, no phone, no ID. The store is like 4 minutes drive, and it's rural. It's just how we roll in the suburban sticks. It's just how we roll in the suburban sticks.
Yep.
Who's that country rapper guy? Big Smo, is that his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some Big Smo shit if I ever heard it. No disrespect, Big Smo, you're a cool guy. Anyway,
That's how we roll up in the burbs.
right. That's how we roll up in the burbs and the sticks. And the sisters.
Can't get nowhere without a car. You won't go far.
I don't go to clubs for chicks. I go to family reunions.
The closest convenience store is 5 miles away.
I go inside and am good for 10 to 15 minutes. I manage to buy everything and return to my car. I see 2 cops parked opposite me off. 4 officers, they're looking my way. No, I must have imagined it. I got in, started my car, and headed to the car park exit. I took a right on the main road, and after half a mile, turned right onto a smaller road towards my place. That's when I noticed the cops behind me catching up. The blue-red light cop lights go on, and I think something happened up ahead, and I slow down and pull a little right, let them pass. That is when I realized they are boxing me in. Bullhorn, turn off the engine! Put your hands on the wheel! Now! What the actual fuck? Well, I'm from the Middle East, and I look at, oh boy, and quite dark-skinned at that, so now I'm pretty nervous. Middle East in the sticks, man. That's, it's not me judging you, it's them. If I grew up and live here for 45 years now, I do as instructed, and they inch towards me. Yell at me to get out on the ground. I comply, but I'm wondering what the hell is going on. They cuff me. I ask what they arrest me for. What did I do? The vehicle is registered as stolen. I told them this is my car. It's quite an expensive car. I am wearing sweatpants and a hoodie because I am post-surgery. No, that's just what rich people wear. Where's your idea? Fuck, I got no idea. ID. I didn't bring any apart from the cash with me. The store is just 5 minutes away. I tell him as much. Yeah, I bet. You're coming with us.
Oh my god.
I told them my house is 5 minutes up and all my papers and documents are there. They weren't having it, so put me back in the car in the cruiser. I explained who I am. Asked them to call my partner, but in the end they won't call anyone, and just said I can make as many phone calls as I want when they're done processing. I, of course, try to call my partner and explain why I'm going to be really, really late, but he is in the garden with the entire family, not hearing the phone. He doesn't have a cell phone? I don't have my phone with me.
You guys don't have phones?
Phone?
Yeah, you guys don't have phones?
How is your wife supposed to play Diablo Immortal?
Right. I don't have my phone with me, so I don't have any other numbers to dial. I asked the cops to find the number of the lawyer I know. I do manage to do that, but he is.
You better call Saul.
He is out for the night. He can't do much now, but he will be in the morning first thing. They put me in a cell. Now it's getting late on a Friday night. Early the next morning, my partner and the lawyer roll up in 15 minutes. I'm out. I had a lot of explaining to do. I just couldn't remember things that happened on Thursday properly. It was like disappearing fog of a dream you had yesterday, if that makes sense. When I checked my phone's call logs from Thursday, it was like an alternate reality. I saw all my calls and couldn't remember any of it. I got some seriously dumb looks from everybody. My partner laughed her ass off all the way home, and all the signs point to me never hearing the end of this, ever. TLDR, I went for surgery and post-anesthetic had memory issues. Couldn't find my car, reported it stolen, forgot everything, even reported it stolen, got pulled over to the cops, arrested the next day while driving my car, which was at home the whole time, spent a night in jail, and the butt of all family jokes until someone else fucks up bigger than me.
This is why you're supposed to have someone pick you up when you undergo anesthesia.
Yeah.
Yep. I would have said it anyway. It's a common thing.
Oh my god. It's just... I'm glad we finally had a large Tifu that's actually a large Tifu.
Mm-hmm. No, this is funny.
No, that's really fucking funny.
Yep.
Where the fuck is my car? It's at home, dumbass. Oh.
The one time the cops find stolen goods, they weren't actually stolen.
Yeah. This says a lot about society.
You know what else says a lot about society? This next one. Medium Tifu time. Today I fucked up by letting my dog lick peanut butter off my finger.
Okay.
So, this happened just this morning. Cannot believe I'm sharing it, but here goes. I was getting ready to enjoy a simple breakfast, a classic peanut butter toast. I slathered the peanut butter generously on the toast, letting the creamy goodness melt into the warm bread. It was shaping up to be a fantastic day. As I sat down to eat, my faithful four-legged companion Why is this written Why is this written like a novel? I really want to...
Look,
I have to get into my proper audiobook voice for this. As I sat down to eat, my faithful four-legged companion Marley wagged her tail, her puppy eyes locked into my peanut butter-laden finger. I've done this countless times before. I took a scoop of peanut butter on my index finger.
Reading it that way is weird because now it sounds like he's about to sexually assault his dog.
It is, you don't know. She enthusiastically licked the cream. You're making me laugh. I have to record this fucking audiobook.
Okay.
She enthusiastically licked the creamy substance, tail wagging even faster. Marley was one happy pup.
That wasn't me.
I know. Okay. But here's where things went horribly, disgustingly wrong. As Marley finished her peanut butter treat, I noticed there was a bit of peanut butter still clinging to my finger. Wasting peanut butter is a cardinal sin in my book, so I thought, why not? I'll just lick the rest off.
Oh no.
Without thinking, I stuck my finger into my mouth, savoring the last bit of peanut buttery goodness. It was heavenly. The creamy texture dancing on my taste buds. I closed my eyes in pure bliss, until that bliss turned into something far, far worse. As I raised my finger to my mouth, I closed my eyes, relishing the creamy texture upon my tongue. It was a moment of pure delight, the peanut butter's velvety richness dancing on my taste buds, and I was thoroughly immersed in the culinary ecstasy, until the ecstasy took a dreadful detour. As the peanut butter combined with my saliva, an unusual and unmistakable taste began to overwhelm my senses. It was a taste I had never experienced before, a taste I could not have possibly imagined, and yet, somehow, I knew instantly what it was. The unmistakable taste of poop.
No!
Snapped open, my body froze in shock. My brain struggled to grasp the unbelievable reality of what I had just experienced. Panic surged through me as I acknowledged, with a growing sense of horror, that I had indeed tasted poop.
Oh my
The
god.
taste defied description, a bizarre combination of tastelessness and bitterness with a lingering aftertaste that clung to my tongue and my senses. And what was most disturbing, I was acutely aware that it was poop. This was a taste I had never encountered, and yet I knew instinctively what it was. In a state of sheer panic, I dashed to the sink, frantically using mouthwash and furiously scrubbing my tongue with a toothbrush. I brushed my teeth so vigorously that it felt like I was trying to scrub away a memory. Meanwhile, Marley, still in high spirits from her peanut butter treat, watched me with curiosity,
Oh my god.
completely unaware of the gastronomic calamity
Ugh.
she had unwittingly unleashed upon me. And so, here is the moral of this rather unusual tale. Today I had a surreal experience where, despite never having tasted poop before, I somehow knew instantly that it was poop. And it all happened because I allowed Marley, with her peculiar taste, to lick peanut butter off my finger. I hope that by sharing this story I can serve as a warning to all fellow dog owners out there. Just wash your damned hands after your dog's licked it. Trust me, this is a lesson you never learn.
Fucking love the
Great
break.
story, man. I hope you get an A+ in your creative writing assignment. That's all I can say. I love Top Comment. Today I fucked up making a Reddit post with ChatGPT. Yeah, I actually do get. Maybe. There's some repetition going on that makes me think that this might be ChatGPT. Actually. Still, I had fun.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, this might be a medium Tifu.
Yeah,
If it happens happened.
If it happened, I doubt it.
Pixar, it didn't happen. You can't see it, but I like flicked my glasses down. Like, yeah.
What did he type into ChatGPT for this? ChatGPT, write me a Reddit post where I eat dog shit by accident. Like,
ChatGPT, spin me a dream, make it the poopiest that I've ever been. Anyway, it's time for the lightning round.
geez, already?
Yeah, I'm out. Is it?
Are we gonna beat eating shit?
We're
We're going to jail?
That's a
I feel like we're on schedule.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. Unpopular. Oh, sorry. I forgot the intro. This is where we go to unpopular opinions. Find some unpopular opinions that may be popular, maybe unpopular, maybe you agree, maybe we don't. Let's find out right now. If you have a severe allergy, you should not eat at any restaurant ever.
No, just be mindful of your. No, that's a stupid thing. Just be
Yeah.
mindful
No,
of your allergies.
divorce him. Divorce him immediately.
No, just be mindful of like the restaurants you're going to and what's being served there and shit like that.
Also, most restaurants will have allergy information available. In fact, it's required.
Oh, yeah,
in the
yeah.
United States, at least, that all restaurants must have allergy.
Yo, shout out to the
information
FDA.
Yeah, they must have allergy information available either on hand or on a website that you can easily access and they can show you.
Yeah, it might
so
be
there's
hidden
no
behind a
issue.
QR
Just be
code.
mindful of
because-
your. Yeah, just be mindful of it and don't blame the restaurant if you do something stupid like not check before eating the Thai peanut curry if you have an allergic to nuts.
Nope,
But
divorce
it's
him. Divorce,
Thai. I
all,
didn't know
divorce
Thai
every
peanuts.
restaurant.
No.
I'm sorry, every restaurant. It's not me, it's you. Unpopular opinion, funerals should not be super formal and uptight. Nobody who's dead would actually want that. Well, you don't know what they want. They're dead, you idiot.
They don't know what they want, and sometimes people.
Most of them would like
prefer-
to not be dead. But we can't get what we want. Can't always get what we want. Do it. Can we? Do we?
That being said, I do like more celebratory. I do like the wake more than the funeral. If that makes
That's
sense.
true. The wake usually has cake.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a serious event. Somebody
Yeah.
that you care about has passed. Like, show some respect by dressing your best, man.
Yeah.
By dressing at least somewhat formal. Like, act like you gave a shit in your appearance before showing up to a serious event. Again, wakes and funerals are not for the dead. They are for the living.
Yeah.
They are to help process the grief and the idea
And they are
that someone who they relied
especially-
upon or emotionally connected with is no longer part of their lives and never will be again. Wakes and funerals are for the living, not the dead, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be kind of a serious situation. That being said, the wake party like it's New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Really,
Dude,
funerals are for the funeral directors because they make it man bang.
Dude, my fucking mom, for my fucking mom's wake, my mom literally before she died said, "When I die for my wake, hand out clown noses and rubber chickens to everybody." And you know what? We did exactly that.
Yeah, she said, "Let Kevin do all the shit I never let him do," and you were playing Battle Network the entire time.
I'm just over there. Let's go!
Hell yeah! Anyway. Unpopular opinion. What's the point of watching a movie with someone if you can't even comment on it without others getting mad? Okay, not in a theater, jackass.
Yeah, not in the theater.
Yeah.
Look, that's something for like when you're at home watching a movie on the couch and you're just kind of knocking back beers with your bud or some shit. You don't go to a fucking theater to do that
Yeah.
shit because there are other goddamn people there. Be mindful. God.
Or if you're driving it up in a Discord server with your homies every Monday night on the Baka Gaijinshow's official Discord server, link in the description below.
Hey, yeah.
Always be hustling. Anyway, unpopular opinion: kids want to grow up faster because society makes being a child terrible. Kind of.
Kind of.
I see your point.
I see your point. I get you.
I see.
I
your-
think being a
I see
child
you.
now is better than it ever has been. Like, we discussed this last time we talked, but like being a child now is better than it ever has been.
Okay, yes, but I think that's by comparison. I think it's because being an adult is worse than it ever has been. So
True, yeah.
comparatively, yeah.
Well, I mean, No, kind of depends on how you look at it. Like, it depends on how you look at it. Like I don't want to go into the whole thing because it would take a lot of comparisons, but there's a lot of comparisons you can make
This is a
to
lightning
how
round.
adults. Well, exactly. Let me put it this way: it's complicated. Being an adult in some ways is way better than it used to be. In other ways, it is way worse than it is. Somewhat worse than it used to be. Being a kid is better than it used to be. I can't really say at some level it was worse than it used to be. Are you complaining that you can't be married off anymore? Are you complaining that
I mean,
you have
some,
no
I mean,
access to
some,
information outside of
some,
the
I mean, in
gaslighting
some,
your teacher gives you?
I mean,
Like-
in some states they're bringing that back.
Sure, but like I'm saying, like I hope not. Sure, holy shit. But in but what I'm trying to say is are you upset that you get access to entertainment on the go anytime you want it, and also you have access to information that isn't just the gaslighting from your teacher? Like,
Unpopular opinion: the brioche burger bun is not the best way to eat a hamburger. Bro, is this brioche slander?
Is this brioche
Slandering the
slander
brioche?
I'm hearing here?
I think it highly depends on the sandwich. Hi, chef here.
Yeah,
So, well, unofficial chef, but chef here.
yeah.
But you got to admit, Jared and Jedranor, the brioche is good.
Please stop saying that. I have a history with that. No, yeah, I mean, brioche works on some sandwiches. It doesn't work on other sandwiches. I think with very heavy meats, brioche is lovely. I think with lighter meats, you should stick with a regular, like, just wheat bun. Like
That's true. I've made bologna sandwiches with brioche once before, and it was a little too bready.
Well, yeah.
But I feel like most burgers are going to be fine on a brioche.
Yeah.
Would you have a McDouble on a brioche bun? If it was, remember, you could shrink the brioche bun. You don't have to make it that big. You
That's
have a
true. But
McDouble
also,
on a
I
brioche
haven't had a McDouble in a very long time.
bun. Oh, well, that wasn't what I was asking, and it's also irrelevant information.
That's true. Yeah.
Lightning round,
Well-
continue.
Yeah.
Go! They're at the door! They're at the gates! Reload!
Unpopular opinion: Twinkies aren't good. You're not good.
You're not good. Well, they used to be better.
100%. Twinkies suck.
They used
There's like a million different things made by that same company that are more tasty than a fucking Twinkie.
Okay, I think I've said this before. Twinkies are like in the middle of the road of like who makes them? Little Debbie's? Is it Little Debbie's?
No,
Or
Hostess.
Hostess.
Right. Okay. I think if you I mix them two. I always combine those two snack pools in my mind. Taking that combined pool, I feel like Twinkies are like right in the middle.
Yeah.
There's better things and there's worse things. I think, but I mean, they're all fine. I'm not going to complain about basically anything from that line.
Yeah.
You know. So maybe a Snowball. Snowball's not great. I don't know anyone who's like, fuck yeah, Snowball. That's an S tier Hostess.
Nah,
I can't even find them anymore.
they're that unpopular.
Like, I'd love to, but I can't find them anymore. I love coconut.
Unpopular opinion: mustaches only look good on men that look really good without it. There might be something to this.
They
I
might.
disagree. Actually, no, I agree.
Yeah, I can agree there.
I agree.
Yeah. Mustaches only look good on men that already look good without one.
I think what she's saying is if you're ugly, and a mustache isn't gonna fix it. Anyway.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's true.
And I
Okay,
say she because this post was definitely written by a woman. Anyway.
Yeah, a mustache would not, but I feel like there's certainly types of guys where like they were meant to have beards, and if they don't have beards, they don't look right. Kevin, can you imagine Gerard without a beard?
Oh God, that's Kirsten. Actually, I can because it's in the intro of every single video he's ever done.
I have.
And he was to show off that he was clearly destined for bearddom.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I think I mean, using myself as an example because I'm most familiar with it. I have such a baby face without facial hair.
Yeah.
Like I had somebody literally a couple years ago say that I looked like an overgrown Gerber baby without a fucking beard, without a goatee. So the goatee stays.
Unprompted, what did you do to them?
I walked to a convenience store and 2 chuckle fucks were in the corner joking off, and it was
Hey,
like,
yo, is that the fucking Gerber baby?
literally, that's what he said. He said, "You look like a motherfucking Gerber baby." And I was like,
And you're just like, I am never shaving ever again.
and I'm just like, I hate my. Yeah, all right. On the other side, I had a buddy of mine from high school who knew me in high school who literally saw a recent picture of me. He was like, "Motherfucker, you don't age," and I was like, "Yep."
That's the benefit. Yep. Let's see here. Unpopular opinion: single occupancy bathrooms should not be labeled with genders. They usually aren't, though.
They usually aren't.
Really.
It depends.
Okay,
Larger
oh,
establishments definitely not anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but I think also. No, yeah, okay. I was gonna say usually it's because they only have the 2 of them, but I guess it doesn't really matter in that case. So,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
this is correct.
Meeting adjourned. Anyway, unpopular opinion: having a second child just for the sake of the first one to have someone is a valid and worthwhile option. If you can afford it, sure.
If you can afford it, yeah. Like, it's a nice idea. It's a cool concept. You know, only child might feel lonely sometimes.
Siblinghood, pretty based, actually, but you know, make sure you can do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Don't force it if you can't.
Yep.
Anyway. Unpopular opinion: too much meat can ruin a sandwich. Too much anything can ruin a sandwich.
Too much anything can ruin a sandwich. This is true.
Yep.
Agreed.
Unpopular opinion: salads ought to be served warm.
What?
Salads ought to be served warm.
No, what?
What? Well, okay. What kind of salad? Like a lettuce-based or a cabbage-based salad? Like a greens-based salad, or like potato salad? Because hot potato salad, they do that in Germany, and it's
Okay, so I'll read the fucking post. It is expected that when you're eating a salad, you're eating it cold. It's never been heated up in the first place, and usually the ingredients that went into it just came out of the fridge. The thing is, leafy greens taste terrible cold. This is less true of lettuce than other leaves. And iceberg in particular is probably only so popular because it suffers the least in terms of taste from being cold. I started warming up my salads before I eat them, and they are so much tastier. I spent most of my life thinking salads is something I strongly dislike because the served cold assumption was so strong, when all this time the solution wasn't finding the right dressing or whatever, but 20 seconds in the microwave.
Hey, yo,
well, I mean, if it gets you to eat salad, good for you.
Hey, yo,
I mean, good for you specifically, but I disagree with you wholeheartedly because heating up lettuce makes it fucking wilt.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
And wilted lettuce has a bitterness to it, so maybe you just like bitter food, but for the rest of us normal fucking humans and not fucking Zoidberg over here, like no. Yeah, ask Gordon Ramsay if you should warm up salad, see what he says to you.
People are accusing this man of war crimes, or woman, or this war crime person of war crimes.
Sounds like fucking vegan propaganda.
Mm-hmm. Probably, maybe, possibly.
It's a joke.
Unpopular opinion: the internet should stop giving dating advice. Yeah,
yes.
we're not gonna, though.
We're not going to because it's funny.
This sign can't stop us because we can't read.
Anyway, divorce them. Divorce them now.
Notice you haven't divorced them yet.
But we're not married. Divorce them anyway.
Unpopular opinion: the History Channel should be forced to shut down their shows about pseudoscience. What do the ancient astronaut theorists have to say about this?
You know, I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, I don't think that should be on the History Channel. Hot take of the century: Ancient Aliens doesn't have a place on the History Channel. But they do have a place in my heart. Kevin, can you add a studio audience on?
Yeah. There it is.
Okay. Thank you. Unpopular opinion: bugs are cool. Okay, small Japanese child. Unpopular opinion: warm water is good. What are these opinions?
What the hell? What is with everybody and Warm thing that normally cold good.
Okay,
Warm water needs flavor. That's why we invented fucking tea.
this shit sucks. I'm gonna have to go into the rapid fire lightning round.
Okay.
Just rattle them all. Okay. Warm water is good. Using a garbage disposal to put leftovers up down the drain is basically the same as waffle stomping.
What the fuck is waffle stomping?
What is waffle stomping?
Cars are not a bad
Like a
investment.
sex
They are
thing,
either
or-
a
No.
necessity or a luxury.
Waffle stomp.
It's like a sex thing?
The act of pressing one's feces through a slotted shower drain cover after douching one's anus in the shower in preparation for engaging in anal sex. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay.
It's supposed to be a joke. I said sex thing because it was supposed to be a joke.
Right. That's fantastic. I love that I know what that is now.
This is Reddit.
I think the culture around celebrating birthdays of people at work is dumb. CCR is the greatest American rock band. People have it worse than you. Does not help people at all. I hate biting when kissing.
What?
It's a personal problem.
Okay.
The internet provides great warnings that people don't take seriously enough in real life. Turn signals should be used before braking when preparing to turn. Microsoft Word was better before the ribbon bar. I don't know what the fuck that is.
What the fuck is anyway?
Organizers should not be allowed to waste volunteers' time. Did someone just have the organizer waste their time as a volunteer? The amount of popcorn that is normal to consume at the movies is very excessive. Well, movies are getting longer now, aren't they? Even if I know the person I'm arguing with's opinions won't change, I still love to argue fucking stupid arguments online. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah. Me too.
Romantic attraction and emotional attraction are not the same. I can't wait to be an old lady. YouTuber brands are shit. It makes no sense to play obnoxious pop song remixes at stores or restaurants. Nothing can be unbiased. Yeah.
Yeah.
Complaining about tryhards is extremely childish in most scenarios. Movies with more than one part should be required to be clearly labeled in the title. People should stop having dogs as pets, mainly due to how they generally treat dogs. Women are to be...
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself!
Cat person. People should stop having cats because they've literally been responsible for more extinctions on the continent than any other fucking species. They are a fucking invasive menace. They eat you when you die.
I mean, to be fair, anything will eat you when you die.
Yeah.
Dog waits much longer. Cats dig right in.
Cats.
I love this idea. It's like, I just appreciate the dog for hesitating a little bit.
No. Let me make it clear. The reason that is because generally the dog's locked in the fucking car with you, or locked in the fucking house with you. So they don't have a way to escape unless you have a dog anymore.
No,
So if it comes down to it, and the only option is starve or eat your ass, they're going to eat you.
Yeah, but you're moralizing the situation. Like, a lot of times they are locked. Sometimes they're not, and they'll just eat you anyway. Because they don't fucking know.
Did you show me an example of that?
I don't go around recording such things, no.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna stick with my argument. Anyway,
Yeah.
cats. Yeah, but anyway, no, cats will make an effort to just fucking consume you. The second.
No, this one is funny. This one is funny because of typos. Unpopular opinion: Women was created to be bred. Now they mean that the way you think they do, but they spelt bread as in like bread.
I'm gonna be bread.
It is this simple and not much to say. Women are not used to leading or being in power or inventing. Women are made for the purpose of birthing the next men leaders, making the next women be bred by men. He said,
Sir, this is Reddit. 4chan's that way.
What is the problem? We all have a purpose, and we should just do what is for our purpose.
Yes, aspire to nothing. Aspire to nothing. Fill
And
your biological purpose, then execute yourself.
I
That
love
is all you are worth.
I love top comment. Man was created to be tortillas. Unpopular opinion: Wagyu is amazing, but way too fatty. Let me tell you a reason it's amazing.
I was gonna say that's like saying cake is awful, but it has too much sugar. Let me tell you why. Or cake is amazing, but it has too much sugar. Let me tell you why it's amazing.
Oh, I love this lemonade. I just wish they didn't have to kill so many lemons to make it. I saw this documentary about this guy Hitler. Somebody should go stop him.
Stop him.
Somebody should stop him.
Unpopular opinion, hard cookies are better than soft cookies. There's no
I
reason.
agree.
I agree.
I wouldn't go. My favorite cookie are ginger snaps,
Oh, those things are fucking awesome. I love those.
especially with a cup of coffee. Like ginger snaps dipped into a cup of coffee.
My man!
Hard.
Most ginger snaps I've ever had were soft though.
Damn, the cookie sensors got me. Anyway. No. Hard, crunchy, crispy cookies that still melt in your mouth. Perfection.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, no.
I like all cookies, but I think I do like soft cookies better though.
Can we all agree that the cookie that doesn't deserve any recognition are those fucking Play-Doh cookies that you get for shitty office parties?
Oh, I love those.
Those are fine.
All right, I am no longer part of the Baka Gaijin show. This is my last episode. Have a nice day.
This is your 7th last episode.
Look,
Sarah, this is the
I get
second
mad
week
and
in
then
a
I
row
say I
you said
quit
you're
and then I
quitting
come
the
back
Baka
a lot,
Gaijin
okay?
show.
All right.
There's no reason to work out longer than 1 hour in the gym. What if you want to push your limits?
I was like, this man doesn't ever want to run a marathon.
Clearly.
I mean, it
Tampons-
depends on what you want, man. Like, do you want to work up to the point where you're where you're lifting, where you're benching 400, or like you're able to run marathons? Like, then yeah, more than an hour a day is probably recommended so you can push your endurance. If you're just trying to keep general fitness, then
You're probably right. You want to burn
like an
yourself
hour's
out on
fine.
it, but-
Actually, like honestly, if you're just trying to keep general fitness, 15 minutes a day is enough.
Tampons and cramp pain medication for women should be covered by insurance. Yeah, it's kind of weird that
Yeah,
it's not.
probably, actually, yeah.
Yeah. There is no ironically liking something. You either do or you don't. The rest is cope. Bit of a based seethe pill, but he is based.
But he is based, though.
I
I am never going to
Yeah, I
act.
think it is cope. I think it is cope. Like the ironically liking something is I enjoy this, but for my for my outward social imagery, I only like it ironically. It just reeks of people who are trying to dress to impress as opposed to just owning what they love.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
I am.
It's like
I am never.
Takanashi Kiara, you will never watch an episode of this. I love your fat juicy ass.
Maybe
See,
yeah,
that's how
maybe
you just own to it.
like
okay?
obviously I'm biased by being
I
lost
like
in my
your
own mind
sexuality,
here.
but I only like it ironically.
Yeah, so obviously I'm biased because I'm locked in my own mind here, but I don't think I've ever, and I infamously don't give a shit what other people think about me, but I have never told myself while I was watching or doing anything, oh yeah, I hate this so much, I hate this, I only like this ironically, I'm only ironically doing this. I never think that. That's the only things, I don't think anyone thinks that to themselves. They only tell it afterward.
No. It's I like this, but I can't tell the neighbors.
Yeah, I don't have those
And
thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. But so many social creatures do. I mean, I've had those thoughts before, but I don't think I've ever gone as far as saying, "Oh, I only enjoyed that ironically." Sometimes I say it's a guilty pleasure, but it's a pleasure.
Like I won't tell my neighbors, but I'm not thinking about that when I'm doing it. You know, it's like, you know, why would I?
See,
I don't care.
See, my whole thing is I like Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, but I like it as an unintentional comedy.
But you still like it. You don't ironically like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you like it. You don't actually hate it, but you don't actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it for liking something for different reasons than quality does not.
Yeah, I like it.
Constitute irony.
Yeah, okay. I like it for the reasons the filmmakers did not intend.
Yeah, but that's not liking something
Yeah, that's
ironically.
fair.
You just enjoy it for something else. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's fair.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, just people just cut that shit out and just
I
own
think-
what you like.
yeah,
and let
I
people
think-
sort themselves out.
I think a better term is guilty pleasure.
Coping is for Coping is for the people around you, not for you. Just enjoy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, YouTube channels who comment on various topics using drawn or animated on-screen avatar with changing facial expressions are beyond cringe. The problem with YouTube channels who comment on various topics using drawn or animated on-screen avatars with changing facial expressions being beyond cringe. Kevin, can you just throw up a bunch of fucking like arms crossed YouTube avatars?
Yes, I absolutely will. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna put up like 6 of them.
Yeah, a real problem. Let's see.
We have to talk about this.
Yeah, it's imperative that we do. Lunatics Unleashed unpopularity cautions studios against taking any risks with reboots and remakes. Really? You're putting all of that on Lunatics Unleashed?
Buddy. This isn't the point you think it is.
No, we found it. Patient zero of risk aversion. Lunatics Unleashed.
Okay, to be fair, I kinda liked Lunatics Unleashed when it came out, but I only watched like 5 episodes before I dropped off of it, so...
I feel like the entire human race had the exact same experience.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's really funny
It's really funny.
all of collective Hollywood risk aversion on the shoulders of Lunatics Unleashed. That's a really funny thought.
Yep. No, that's
And
incredibly
you're
fucking
very
funny.
You're very funny for having that opinion.
You know what? You know what? Roland Emmerich, he had a point with his Godzilla movie. Yeah, that's a lot of fish.
That Hollywood changed when Lunatics Unleashed did that. Unpopular opinion, I miss CD players in cars. See, my car is old enough to still have a CD player. With multi-track drifting, let's go!
Woo!
Multi-disc drifting, but also multi-track drifting. Multi-track, multi-disc drifting. You want to shuffle discs? You want to put like 5 discs in there and pick it at random? It can do that.
It can do that. You can go there.
You see that mountain? You can play 5 CDs at the same time in there. Take me down. Milk is better with ice.
No! What the fuck? You are...
Every week we get one of these fucking milk is better with ice guys. Oh yeah, I love my diluted ice, diluted milk. Well, I guess also my diluted ice, but most of my diluted milk. What the hell? Hold on. This is a weird rant. Unpopular opinion, self-study versus the podcast crowd. A guy tells his friend, I read this interesting book written by this author X about philosophy I found in the library. It has this interesting idea about life. And the friend responds with, oh, really? That must be very interesting. Anyway, let's talk about this other stuff. After a while, the friends have a new meeting. They talk and the friend very enthusiastically starts telling the guy, this is like so cool book, man. Have you watched this podcast? There is this very interesting philosophical idea about life. You should watch this podcast.
Podcast?
I told you about this book a few months ago, remember? Oh, really? I don't remember, man. Anyway, I'll tell you more about this cool podcast. What are you complaining of?
What is
this? I know that I can tell that this happened. What's your point?
Yeah, what's your point? What are you complaining about? I don't get it.
The point is they think that books are a better source of information than podcasts, and I'm actually going to counter this one because I like countering this one a lot. There's a bunch of stuff in books that is bullshit.
Yeah.
And you can only ever see the original author's point of view. Podcasts are interesting because there's a discussion and you can see many points of view and formulate a position based on many bits of information.
Seething
also, some books just fucking lie. Like, you ever want to know anything? Here's another, put the Laserpig counter on here. Go to Laserpig's channel and check out anything revolving around Pierre Spray and how much he fucking lied about his involvement with military development in the United States.
Seething booksell cringes at based pod chads.
That's a title. That is a title.
Fine if you insist.
That's really good.
Anyway, tribute bands are shit. And possibly in a related note, Anthrax was a better band with John Bush on vocals. I don't know what any of that means. I just think it's fun.
I've never
Sure.
listened to Anthrax, so
I've never taken it either. That I know of. Anyone here ever take Anthrax?
No.
We'll
My
get
ex
on
did.
that. Get on that. Report to us next episode.
My
I
ex-girlfriend did.
Oh, how's she doing?
She's my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I guess that's that's the end of your caring about that.
okay.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. I went grocery shopping. This is not.
I went grocery shopping.
Unpopular opinion. I went grocery shopping today for my house. I'm saying stores are too expensive. Loaf of bread $4. If things
Okay.
don't go down, I think we may all be doomed.
Yeah, probably.
The loaf of bread $4 to we are all doomed pipeline is real. I think this guy got confused for our pointless stories.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I love how the opinion isn't even we're doomed. It's I went grocery shopping.
Reddit be shopping though.
Redditors do be shopping though. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode.
Yeah.
If you want to join us next time, you can subscribe if you want. Much video, most posts. Join our Discord, link below. Follow us X at ZeekFreak, at CCharmanderK, at Saradin Cedranor. We'll see you next time on the bakagaijinshow. ZeekFreak out. Ciao, ciao for now.
Bye-bye.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you.